season long. They had a loss the other night to Seward by the score of 89-79. That was in Liberal, so they're a pretty good ball club. We'll just have to see what's going to happen. But they come in at 7-12. The Blue Dragons at 16-3. But throw the records out when you go on the road. I want to know if the Blue Dragons are going to be healthy or not.
Yeah, if you can be healthy and if you can play as a team. I mean, we see shades of it when the Blue Dragons go offensively and you give a lot of guys different touches, and then you get the best shot available, and then you see possessions where guys come down and they kind of want to play that 1-on-5 basketball. I want to go back quickly to that three-pointer you mentioned by DJ Mitchell with 18.5 seconds left in that last game. Not only did he hit that big three, remember he sealed that game at the free throw line as well, and you could just see it in his eyes how he kind of took over at that point. He knocked down that three. He felt the momentum on his side, and even with the visiting fans trying to make enough noise to prevent him from knocking down those free throws, he was cool as a cucumber and knocked them down as calmly as possible.
Only 5 remaining road trips, not counting this one. So this is one of 6 remaining road trips for this year before we get set for the home opener in the Region 6 and then travel over to Hartman Arena coming up the first weekend in March. And still on the road next Wednesday, we'll be down at Barton. Rusty will join me down there. And then on the 9th of February at Garden City, that'll be a game for you and Rusty. That's an afternoon game, by the way, 2 and 4 o'clock. The guys play at 4, the girls at 2. And then Rusty and I'll be down at Pratt on the 11th. And you and I'll travel out to Colby on the 16th, and that's Seward on the 23rd of February. So you, my friend, you and I got some road trips coming up just around the corner. But then before you know it, that Region 6 championship will be here. Right now, Hutchinson's sitting right behind Seward. 2 games back. Seward idle tonight. Hutchinson 7-3, tied for the second spot with Barton, who is on the road at Northwest Kansas Tech tonight. They are 6-3. Colby right behind on our tails at 6-4. So those top 4 teams are pretty tight right there, and that's important because that's home court advantage for that first round. And we know with Garden City able to come in and knock off the Blue Dragons this year, home court, we really need it.
Well, yeah, you need this one with that momentum to go into the rest of this Jayhawk West battle, because you mentioned right there the top 4 teams, and the Blue Dragons are going to end up facing the other 3 actually, when you throw Seward in there into the mix coming up soon. So you really need this momentum to start here before you go and have to face the Colbys of the world and the Bartons of the world.
Blue Dragons head coach Steve Eck in his 10th year. He is 927 and 140 overall. He is 598 wins in 2-year schools. When you mix in Cali, the Redlands down in Oklahoma, as well as also Butler and Hutchinson, he is the winningest coach in Blue Dragon history with 277 wins. Only in 10 years of coaching. I got a kick out of John Onges at the press conference that we had on Tuesday. John stayed around after he did his press conference and asked Steve what's the secret of his longevity in so many wins, and he said age. And he said, John, you will get there, and you will get there soon. So that's probably pretty true, because John Onges already over 400 games coached at the level, and he won another one tonight. He just keeps on winning. He just finds a way to win, finds a way to get some good recruits, expects perfection. So does Steve Eck. He expects perfection as well.
They would like you to believe that just because, like in Eck's case, he's been around so long, that's the only reason he wins. But you have to remember, these guys are winning at such a high percentage rate. There's not a lot of coaches that go out there and have as much success as these guys do, and have so much success so quickly.
Really quick, taking a look at the Dodge City Conquistadors. Again, 7-12. They are they average 84.5 points per ball game. They shoot 44%, so they shoot pretty well. Outside the arc shooting, 34%. Free throw shooting, 68%. They're equal with the Blue Dragons in that regard. They average 41.8 rebounds a game, and their assist per game is 15.6 on their ratio. Hutchinson 16.9. Blue Dragons again coming off a three-point win over, again, a very good Pratt team. When you look at Steve Tucker, he is the head coach. He's in his 2nd year. Boy, does he have some experience at the professional level. He has 660 wins to 258 losses. He was a professional head coaching record, and I'm talking in the ABA, 433 wins to 143. He was a PBL and ABA head coaching record, 249 wins to only 33 losses. Darren Dunn, and the Kentucky Mavericks head coach record with 196 wins and only 14 losses. So he has been around the block, and he has a pretty good, talented bunch of freshmen that came in this year. And right now their record is at 7-12. The matchup between these two teams, this will be the 117-64. Hutchinson has the edge. Hutchinson in Dodge City, 49-32 though. We used to play at the Civic Center, then we started playing Dodge City out at the United Wireless Arena, and now we settled into their own atmosphere here at Dodge City Community College, which is a very nice atmosphere for them. Neutral courts, these two teams have met 12-6. Hutch has the edge. Hutch has the edge in Region 6, 11-6. In overtime, 5-1. So Hutchinson has won several. They lost at home to Dodge City back a year ago in January, 72-70, but was able to avenge the win out here, 76-58. It should be a good basketball game. Again, I need to know if Hutchinson is healthy or not tonight.
You need to know that, and you need to know, you mentioned a little bit about the freshmen for Dodge City. How about 11 freshmen on this 14-man roster? Only 3 sophomores, but none bigger than Jairus Friels. You mentioned those 2 games from last year. Dodge City goes into the Sports Arena in January, gets a 2-point win. Dragons come here late February, come away with that big 76-58 victory. But in both contests, freshman at the time, Jairus Friels, ends up averaging 11 points and 14 rebounds. All he's done this season has led the league in points per game and also rebounds per game. You're going to see a couple of conference leaders here for the Conquistadors. Points per game, rebounds per game for Jairus Friels. And how about Justice Dixon? He leads the league in assists per game. In fact, he's so good at dishing the ball, he has half of his team's average per game. He averages 6 assists. His team averages 12 per contest.
Well, whenever I start to look at matching up and look at numbers, I starting to put the assist per game ratio in there. I like to look at the ratio for each player as well as I like to look at the assist per game, because that tells you a lot about what's going on, along also with how they rebound. And that's the 2 keys, I think. Rusty's high on the rebounds. I'm higher on the assists per game.
Well, you want to be able to spread the ball. I talked about that a little bit when I'm talking about the 1-on-5 play versus getting everybody a touch and getting the best look. Offensively for the Blue Dragons, one guy that's really high in that category, second in the conference for assist to turnover ratio, Boubacar Kamisoko. This is unreal to me. His assist to turnover ratio is 5.6.
Right, that's pretty doggone good.
He has almost 6 assists before he ever gets a turnover on the court.
Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back, talk more about this matchup. Starting lineups coming your way in just a little bit. Plus, we'll have the national anthem as well. We'll take a break and be back in 2 from Dodge City.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112. Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about
Kid, in person or online, Block has your back.
Visit H&R Block in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
The Rothy family name has always been connected to serving the Hutchinson community, and you can expect the same kind of high-quality service when you visit Rothy Family Flooring. They believe you deserve to be treated like family, so they've invested in their own talented and trustworthy installers to lay your floors. No outside contractors will ever knock on your door if Rothy works for you. Let them show you their expansive selection of name brand flooring and trust your home to the best. Rothy Family Flooring, 325 North Main, Hutchinson.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Dodge City Conquistador Country. Glenn Grunwald along with Darren Dunn starting to get warmed up on the court. Both the Dodge City Conquistadors, Blue Dragons, have went into the dressing room to chat a little bit more. A couple things coming up real quick. This Colby comes to town on Saturday, Hall of Fame night, so come on out. One of my favorite people, Donna Broadus, will be going into the Quarterback Hall of Fame, and what a deserving lady. And I'll tell you what, you can't even figure what all she's done for Blue Dragon Athletics over the years and continues to help and volunteer. She does a wonderful job. She's worked with 4 different athletic, I think 4 of the 5 athletic directors that Hutchinson Community College has had over her time frame, and she's the one that ran the show.
Yeah, still comes to all the games, and what I love is seeing her at the games, and people now walk by her and say, hey, well-deserved, this Hall of Fame thing. It's been a long time coming.
Yep, no doubt about it. 1988, when Hutchinson won the national championship under head coach Dave Farrar, they got her a nice necklace. Everybody got rings. She got a nice necklace, and she wears that very, very proudly. Steve McLean the same in 1994, and again, of course, Hutchinson won it again in 2017. Hope to have another opportunity this year, but they're going to have to work and work hard down the stretch. There's not that many more games left. We just talked about the road games. Here we are in the middle of January, but it's going to start to tighten up before too long, and hopefully, again, Hutchinson can get healthy and get some wins down the stretch. This is going to be a tough one tonight, as Dodge City is very capable of coming in and doing some damage to the Blue Dragons.
Well, I think Friels is really the guy you have to circle, and not only do you have to circle him, you have to watch out for Justice Dixon, because he's the guy that's dishing the ball, and on top of that, for the season, he's averaging almost 12. Now, he's seen a downtick in conference play and points per game, down around 9, but he's still the guy that's going to facilitate that offense and give Friels the most open looks.
Yeah, Friels averages 21.1 a game. Also, you have Dixon that averages 11.5. He will get the nod tonight. Howard also 11.6. So you can see some balanced scoring that they have. They also get 11.7 out of Mincy. So Coach Steve Tucker's got a lot of good, talented freshmen for the Blue Dragons. You keep waiting for Raekwon Taylor. He was playing with the flu the other night. Hopefully he's going to be okay. Chris Giles needs to get untracked. And of course, also Fred Odhiambo, he was a little ill the other night as well. So the flu bug has hit the Blue Dragons. We're hoping that they're okay tonight as we get set to take on the Conquistadors. Special thanks to Sean Steiner as well as Sean Boston. But Sean Steiner's the activity director at Dodge City High School gave us a little tour of their facility this afternoon. We got to see their indoor turf area that they have, kind of a multi-purpose unit area, but they can play some football if they want to, or work out at least. Baseball, softball. Softball was in there when you and I were in there, and available for soccer. A lot of youth sports over the weekend, kind of like the sports arena. The gyms are used as well.
They were running suicides, right? The softball team was. Then you had like the football, basketball team, whatever else.
Run the stairs.
Jumps up the stairs, and I'm like, man, I don't miss that.
Oh, me neither. My ankles were hurting in a big way. So let's see if they're going to do the national anthem before the starting lineups or not. I think they're going to do the national anthem right now. So we're going to take a break and step aside and let the national anthem take place here. We'll be back in 2 minutes with starting lineups coming your way from Dodge City.
To anyone considering a change in family doctors or looking for an attentive primary care physician who's more concerned about you than your insurance, welcome to Prairie Star Health Center. We offer health care held to a higher standard with a choice of dedicated, compassionate physicians. Experience the difference you'll feel when you have a patient-centered medical home. Prairie Star Health Center, 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
We all like to save money when and where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3,000 square feet of great merchandise priced at outstanding values. We don't have to offer huge sale prices for one day only when we do that on a daily basis. Save big over retail prices on firearms, electronics, guitars and amps, name brand tools, video games, jewelry, and more. See us at 916 East 4th and Hutch, just east of 4th and Severance. We're proud to be alumni and supporters of all Blue Dragon Athletics.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dodge City as the starting lineups are being introduced for the Blue Dragons, the visiting team on the floor for Hutchinson, and Dodge City will be introduced in just a little bit. Darren, what do we have for starting lineups for tonight? A little shake-up, I thought, but I think it's going to be remaining the same as it was the other night.
Yeah, we'll be for the Blue Dragons. We'll get to them in just a second as Tyler Brown will make back-to-back starts, his second start of the season for Dodge City. 6'4" freshman out of Houston, Texas. Number 10, Unique Mincy, averages 12.3 in conference play, had 14 points in his last outing against Seward. The 6'6" freshman out of Beaumont, Texas, number 20, Mason Sinegar. He plays forward. Justice Dixon, we talked about him in the open, conference leader in assists. Averages over 6 per game, half of his team's output, dishing the ball per game. Dixon, a 5'11" sophomore from Evansville, Indiana. Joe Petrakis, we talked about his twin sister, got a little bit of playing time against the Blue Dragon women late in that contest. Joe is 6'9", the freshman out of Wichita, Kansas. And then finally, the conference leader in points per game and rebounds, a beast on the inside, the 6'7" sophomore, also from Evansville, Indiana, head forward Jairus Friels. For the Blue Dragons, number 1, Saquon Singleton, 6'6" freshman from the Bronx, New York. Fred Odhiambo leads the conference in blocks per game, had 5 of them against Pratt. Odhiambo, the 7-footer, freshman out of Nairobi, Kenya. Tyler Brown gets his second nod of the season in back-to-back games. 6'1" freshman from Derby, Kansas. He'll look to shoot the ball a little bit better. Went just 1 for 4 from beyond the three-point line in his last game. Chris Giles, 6'3" sophomore from Dallas, Texas, wearing number 13. And, of course, the 6'8" sophomore out of Jamaica, New York, number 15, Raekwon Taylor.
Man, I wanted a Fred Odhiambo like you do with the starting lineups.
We got to save that for the sports arena,
save that
right?
for the sports arena. Here, it's going to be Raekwon. He will be jumping center for the Blue Dragons. Raekwon Taylor, as you indicated, and Trey Hill. Again, 6'5" freshman. A lot of freshmen on this team. Mincy's a freshman. Hill's a freshman. Senegar's a freshman. Here's the tip. It's controlled by the Blue Dragons as Hutchinson owns Saquon Singleton covers up. He's been playing with a hip pointer last couple games. Got a hurt against Northwest Kansas Tech and re-injured it against Garden City. He's going to be okay, though, and he'll get the start. Odhiambo with the ball on the outside. Flash pass down low underneath the Brown. Followed by jumper on his way. Off its mark, no good. Rebound ran down by Friels, and here comes the Conquistadors with the basketball. They will bring it up, and they'll set it up on the outside. They'll roll to the left side. That was Dixon that had it for a second. Back on the outer perimeter. Popped the shot from outside. Not there. Airborne coming up with a single for them for Hutchinson. Big miss on the outside by Mincy. Angle dribble. Here's Singleton. He'll go in and flush it. Well, just like that, took it in all by his lonesome. Transfer into Hutchinson last January, a year ago. Nice job by Saquon to get it up and down. 2-0 Hutchinson.
Loved how he looked like he was going to lay it in, then suddenly he just slams it down with authority.
Three-pointer from the outer perimeter, up and missing from the outside as the shot was put up by Unique Mincy. And a foul is going to be called underneath as we'll work against the Blue Dragons. Raekwon Taylor will pick up foul number 1. So inbounding will be the Conquistadors. 2-0 ball game, early action. We're a minute deep. Glenn Grunwald, Darren Dunn, so glad to have you along on Eagle Communications Country 102.9 as well as KWBW. On the AM side, 1450 AM. There's the ball clear back into the backcourt. Dixon ran it down, and Dixon will set it up. Remember him from last year to pass down the low blocks, and a foul on the play. Foul on the play is going to be called on the floor. Josh Perkins will pick up the personal foul.
So here's the problem with that. You brought Perkins in because Taylor got his foul quickly, and now Perkins already has his first, working against Friels.
Ball comes in quickly. Dixon had it for a second. They work it and reverse it to the left side. Back out top now. Hill, long three-pointer up and missing. Rebound cleared away by the Blue Dragons. Odhiambo. Hutchinson will bring it up. Brown across the half court. Tyler Brown out of Derby, Kansas. He's a freshman. Transferred to Derby from Valley Center his senior year. Odhiambo flash pass down to try to get it to Brown, wide open, but out of bounds it sails. It'll be a Dragon turnover.
Kind of a role reversal there. Typically you would see a guard 15 feet away from the basket dishing underneath to the big man, and that time it was Odhiambo looking for Brown underneath.
Dixon on the outside, deep left side. Senegar drives left side on Singleton, takes it up, puts it up and in. Senegar with a nifty move. He averages 5.5 points per ball game. Nice baseline drive. We're tied at 2 apiece. Dropping it down low to Perkins. He'll back in underneath. Gets underneath. Masses his way up. Puts it up. Gets a jump ball call. Possession here will be Dodge City's way. And as the big body down low, Jairus Friels just went right up with him and tied him up.
Just a great play by Friels to keep it clean and to stuff that ball just enough on the way up for the tie-up.
Coach Eck talked about Friels. Says he's got a big body like the big kid from Garden City. About the same way he's going to bang you inside. Ball on the outside. Travel call works against. Is that Kevin Howard that's in the ball game, or now it's going to be on Senegar?
Yeah, and he's wearing that face mask. Not sure if he broke his nose earlier in the season, but he's definitely protecting his face tonight.
Beaumont, Texas, his hometown, the home of Lamar University. Down by Baytown, alley-oop underneath. Brent puts it up and in. Basket good. I'm not sure he planned it that way, but that's how it went down. Long pass went off his hands, off the glass, down and in. Fred Odhiambo, three-pointer by Dodge City, doesn't go. Hutch leads at 4-2. Loose ball, rebound, though, by Dodge City. Ball's up and blocked by Odhiambo. Then he throws it out of bounds. As Saquon Singleton tries to save it, he goes all the way to the top of the stairs, or the benches over there, and it'll be Dodge City basketball. Odhiambo got a block.
Conference leader in blocks, averages 2.5. Had double that, though, in his last contest against Pratt.
23 on the shot clock. Here's Dixon for Dodge City. Rolls off the double team. Jab steps inside, kicks it back to Senecar. Back outside, Friels. He'll gun and miss. Rebound, Odhiambo goes up high, and a free shot foul called underneath. And picking up the foul is going to be Senecar.
Give a lot of credit to Josh Perkins for getting in the face of Friels, making him look at a 15-footer and then shoot it over the top of his 6'7" frame. Drew nothing.
Senegar will check out of the contest, picking up those fouls. Also, a couple other players checking out as well, that being Petrakis. Here's Hutchinson, up 4-2 with 16:54 to go in this first half of play. Feed down the low blocks to Perkins, in and out of Odhiambo's hands, into Dixon's hands for Dodge City. So turnover for Hutchinson. Dodge will bring it up. They'll set up the offense. That's Howard. He'll drive in, puts it off the glass, too hard. Rebound Odhiambo. Freak Fred's got 3 already. And Blue Dragons, Singleton will bring the basketball up. Goes left side over to Brown. Takes the drive to the baseline and gets fouled from behind. Got to step on the defender, Darren. That's so important to get that first step, and then you kind of, like he used his body to shell it off, and he was fouled from behind. Didn't get the basket, but will shoot free throws.
That was a good, strong move for Tyler Brown. Has a 4-inch disadvantage going against Trey Hill, the freshman out of Louisville, Kentucky. And he took some contact on the middle of that drive. And a good job by him of hanging on to the ball long enough for the officials to get that foul call.
63% free throw shooter Tyler Brown misses on his first attempt to shoot a second one. On the season, Brown, 16 out of 19. Now he's 16 out of 20. Free throw toss. This one's good. Makes it 5-2. Hutchinson with the early lead. We're moving toward the 16-minute mark of this first half of play. The drive down low, ball knocked away. Perkins with the rebound. Here comes DJ Mitchell, who was the hero the other night. He's a freshman out of Washington, D.C. Goes out top to Saquon Singleton. He'll drive it down, create, shot won't go. Rebound cleared off the floor by Dodge City. Going down hard at the other end was Friels. We go the other way, and the three-pointer's up and good. Knocking it down from outside was Lawrence Bryant. They gave him a 2. Lawrence Bryant got the 2, while at the other end, Friels went down really hard.
Yeah, scary moment for Conquistador fans.
5-4 contest. Hutch up. Here's a Giles 3 from the top of the key. It rims off, no good. Rebound's going to be cleared out by the Conquistadors. Dodge on the run. They can take the lead with the basket here. Dixon lays it up and misses. Rebound's going to be cleared away by Singleton. Saquon wants to run it out. He'll bring it on the dribble. Waves his way across into the paint. Down low right side. Shot won't go. Follow shot not there. Rebound cleared away by the Conquistadors as Perkins could not get over to it. Howard has it. He'll kick it back to Dixon. Howard again. Top of the key. Drives in. Lays it up. Scores it. Conquistadors with the lead. Howard, who averages 11.6 a game, just took it right down the middle and was able to score it. 6-5 your score. Conquistadors with the lead. DJ Mitchell around the outer perimeter. Looks like zone defense being put up by Dodge City, and they turn the ball over. Hutchinson turns it over. Here comes Dixon. Dixon bounce pass underneath. Wraparound basket. Good by Hill, and a timeout's going to be taken. Dodgers came out and rolled with several straight points to lead it 8-5. We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back with more from Dodge City, Kansas in a half minute.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
Six unanswered points, Darren. 8-5. Conquistadors on top of the Blue Dragons. 14:47 to go in the first half. That all happened in about a minute and a half.
Justice Dixon shows you why he's the conference assist leader, running that 3-on-2 to perfection, hanging onto the ball long enough to get the two defenders to split and find his open man underneath the basket in Hill.
Yeah, his assist-to-turnover ratio is 3.5. To drive inside and hitting up the side of the head, Giles was fouled. He should shoot free throws. That 3.5 means that you have 3.5 more assists than you have turnovers, and that's a good number. Giles will step to the line. The foul's going to be charged against on Hill. That'll be his second already. As Trey Hill, the third, out of Louisville, Kentucky, picks up his second. Free throw good by Giles.
That's what I love about the fact you're talking about a guy who has a 3.5 turnover ratio when you've got a guy on the other end in Kami Soko with averages of 5.6.
Yeah. Free throw missing by Giles. He hit the first one, so 1 for 2. He's 60 out of 85 now on the season. Here's Dixon. Dodge with a 2-point lead in the basketball. Howard on the outside. He sets the screen back to Dixon. Kami Soko in there again. He's out of the Bronx, New York. Rolls off the pick that was set by Burns right down the left. Shot up missing. Rebound cleared out by Singleton. Saquon trying to find the handle. He finally does all the way down. Lob it underneath. Raekwon Taylor back in the ball game. Catches the pass. Gives it back to Dixon. They'll reset the offense. Kami Soko to the foul stripe. He'll gun and hit. Nice job by Boubacar Kami Soko. Nifty looking jumper from the foul stripe. We're tied at 8 apiece.
Form looks great. Notice, though, little to no rotation on his shot.
Ball on the outer perimeter. That's Bryant that's in there. Bryant is out of Killeen, Texas. The drive down low. Dixon's shot won't go, but he gets his own rebound and it popped away from Kami Soko. 3-pointer from the outer perimeter. Shot off its mark, missing by Mincy, and a foul called. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. This foul's going to work against the Conquistadors. They will whistle on the foul. Lawrence Bryant. He'll pick up the personal. Another talented freshman for Steve Tucker. There's a steal. Here comes Howard. He'll drive it down, stuff it home.
That comes off a rare turnover from Boubacar Kami Soko.
13:09 to go. First half of play. 10-8 ball game. Dodge City with their second lead of the contest. 3-pointer by Mitchell doesn't go. 3-pointer right. Rebound's going to be cleared out of there. And coming up with the basketball, they'll set it up. That's Mincy. Unique Mincy out of Houston, Texas. He's a freshman. Ball on the outside. Dixon rolls to the right. Kicks it back to Unique. He'll shoot it on his way and hit the three. Mincy got his feet set, and he stripped the cords from outside. 13-8 now. Dodge on a run. Giles over to Bubakar Kamisoko. They'll switch to the man-to-man and put some pressure on. Here's Mitchell. He'll drive in, wrap it around, puts the shot up and doesn't go. Tries to get the rebound. Dixon nice in and gets it on the left baseline, and Conquistadors will bring it up. 12:22 to go. They lead it 13-8. Dixon on the outside. Double penetrates, ball on the outside. Three-pointer's good by Mincy. And just like that, it is 16-8, a 14-0 run by the Conquistadors. 12:08 to go in this first half of play. A quick timeout. We'll take a 30. We'll be back in a half minute.
Vehicles are getting pretty smart these days with semi-automatic control features that make driving easier. But riding an RCAT vehicle is easier yet. You don't have to do a thing. Just stand along the route, wave your hand at the driver, and hop on. RCAT is first come, first served general public transportation that travels throughout Hutchinson and South Hutchinson hourly, on weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 694-2913 for further information.
Dragons look to gain control of this one early over the last few minutes. It has been all Conquistadors. 12:08 left in the first half, and the Conks up by 8.
Well, Mincy with a couple trays got red hot, and they are on a 14-0 run. Hutchinson led this one 8-2. All of a sudden, it is 16-8 Dodge City. Blue Dragons with their second time out. Into the ball game, Jacobs. Here's DJ Mitchell. Thought about it, rolls left, holds up, spins away, spins again away, ball outside, it goes into Jacobs, he'll drive it in, lays it up, and scores it. Jacobs able to create something. Malik is out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Did a nice job right there to take it inside and got the feed from DJ. That breaks a little bit of a streak right there. 16-10, Hutchinson trying to rally back down by 6. Howard, left side, dribble penetrates, square, shoots it on his way, rims off, no good. Rebound cleared out by Bubakar Kamisoko, and Hutchinson wants to run. Outside Mitchell, squares to the free throw line, pulls back, kicks it right. Here's Jacobs, he'll knife inside, bounce in the lane, follow-away jumper, travel call. Turnover, Hutchinson with 11:21 to go in this first half of play.
The only thing wrong with that jump stop is that both feet didn't come down at the same time. When you try to jump stop and go tap, official will get you with that every time because you took that first step into the stop.
Euro step down and in for the score. Scoring it is number 5, Deontay Tinker, who just checked into the ball game. He's out of Nassau, Bahamas. He only scores 2.2 a game, but there's an N1 coming his way right now with a big Euro step inside.
Yeah, outdid himself a little bit against Seward where he had 6 points. Just shot 3 for 9, though, from the floor that game.
18-10. Dodge City with the lead. Free throw toss is good by Tinker, so he's over his average of 2.2 a game with 3 now. He's 5 for 8 from the year and also 10 out of 24 for the year. So he doesn't play much, but he came in with a big play right there. Here's Raekwon Taylor. Basket good as he drives to the bucket in the N1. Howard should pick up the personal. They'll count the basket. No, they're going to whistle that one on Mincy. So Mincy picks up his first. 2 points, though, for Raekwon Taylor. And he'll step to the line. Raekwon averages 11.2 a game. Free throw shooting, he's a 70.2% free throw shooter. Free throw toss is up and good.
I love that competitive edge to see a guy on one end go get an and one and come back and answer it with an and one of your own.
Yeah, 3-possession game now. 19-13 just scored. A drive down low. Shot not there, but a foul called. Malik might have stuck a hand in there. Let's see if it's on Jacobs or not. Nope, it's not. It's going to be on Giles, and so check that. It's going to be on Raekwon Taylor, and that'll be his second. So Raekwon picking a quick one up, and Coach Eck over talking to Raekwon right now and might have a decision to make. Free throws up and good. Tinker knocks it down. 4 points for that young man. He's out of Nassau, Bahamas.
It's a misunderstanding about verticality when a player goes up. I'll say about that in a second.
There's an air ball. Barely hit the net. I think Tinker got a little excited. Deontay's ball goes out of bounds on the baseline. Hutch will inbound.
A lot of players think that they can jump up into a player and then go straight up in the air when really the rule of verticality allows for you to jump straight up from where you're at and not into the player. Taylor got himself going into the player, and that's why he picked up his second.
Yeah, blocking foul called on the baseline as Jacobs took it inside. They're going to get it on the Conquistadors. The 3 of it crashed on Jacobs. Foul's going to be charged against Tinker. That'll be his first. So Hutchinson inbound, right side baseline. Jacobs to trigger the inbounds pass. Bounce pass comes into Bubakar. He has a block, but gets it right back. Instead of the offense. Tried to get the quick hitter, wasn't able to get it done. Brown back in there. Here's Jacobs. He'll drive down baseline. Shot knocked there. Big Fred puts it up and in. Big Fred stretches those long arms. Hops about 6 inches up and in it goes.
One swipe, he gets the rebound and the 2-point bucket.
Mincy with another 3. It won't go. Odhiambo with the rebound. Fred kicks it out to Bubakar. Kamisoko, and he'll bring it up behind the back dribble or between the leg dribble. Back to quickly to DJ. He'll knock it down from outside. Mitchell with such a quick release, knocked that one down from outside. He is out of Washington, D.C. Big-time basket, and it's 20-18. Hutchinson rallying back. It'll force a timeout. We'll get a break in. A 30-second timeout coming your way right before the media timeout just around the corner. Hutch back within 2. We'll be right back.
No time to fix breakfast? Just call us at Anchor Away 662-3100 and we'll have it ready for you. Choose from our selection of breakfast burritos, biscuits, or one of our 5 different complete breakfast plates. Breakfast from 7 to 10:30, Monday through Saturday. If you missed us for breakfast, we're here for lunch and dinner too. Pick up your favorite Mexican dinner or take some home for the family. We're open till 9. That's Anchor Away, drive-through, carry-out, and catering under the water tower at B&. Adams in Hutchinson, 662-3100.
Dragons answer a 14-0 run with a 10-4 run of their own. Now down by 2. Glenn, they did it with Justice Dixon and Jairus Friels on the bench for the Conquistadors.
Well, that was a big difference right there. Mitchell, straightaway 3 right there to pull them within 2 right now, 20-18. A nice job by Fred Odhiambo as well to get 2 points plus the rebounds in there. Big Fred playing well when he's been in there. Need Fred to start to acclimate himself a little bit more to the style of basketball that's played in the Jayhawk Conference. And he's doing that. Here's Dixon. He's been out for a while. Now we owe you a media timeout. Next dead ball whistle. We'll get the 1 minute. The feed down low to Friels. Works on Big Fred down low. Ball rejected by Odhiambo. He'll bring it out on the dribble. Gives it out to Mitchell. Hutchinson on the run. Down low underneath. Odhiambo. Ball pops loose. Volleyballs it up and Friels runs it down. And Dixon weighs everybody out. There's a steal by Jacobs. Caught it at half court in stride. Brings it up. Lays it up. Got it up and down. And then 1 coming for Malik Jacobs. Boy, what a play right there with 9:39. We're going to get a timeout, the media timeout, but Malik Jacobs caught that right behind half court as they threw the ball straight at him. He had to go high to snag it, then took it down and laid it up and in. The foul's going to be charged against Friels. That's a big one. We'll take a 1 minute break. We'll be back with more. Hutchinson ties it up at 20. Malik Jacobs with a chance to break that tie when we return in 1 minute.
If getting a new iPhone is on your wish list, then wish no further. At Next Tech Wireless, all smartphones, including the new iPhones, are 50% off. You can save over $350 on your new iPhone and even trade in your old phone for more credit. Have multiple lines? That's even better, because your 3rd, 4th, or even 5th line will get you unlimited data free for a year. Next Tech Wireless has more than 50 store locations to serve you. Switch today and start saving. Certain restrictions apply. Phone guard required.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager at Midwest Ford. And with a new year comes big savings on leftover models. How about a new 2018 Ford Edge for 25% off MSRP? That's $9,150 off. Or an all-new 2018 Expedition. That's new body style with a list of $57,488, sale price $46,980, and you get 0% for 60 months. Hurry out before they're gone at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
Moments ago, Malik Jacobs shows you why he leads this team in steals. A lot of passes you think nobody has the ability to get to. He jumps in last second, takes it away. That one to the other end to tie it up with the and one. Now a chance to take the lead back for the Blue Dragons.
Yeah, at the line will be Jacobs to shoot the free throw. Malik, one will give the Dragons a lead, and he nails it. Jacobs splits it up and down. Nice comeback here by Hutch as they were down 16-8. And rallied back to lead at 21-20. So Hutch with a run of their own.
Big free throw for Jacobs, by the way. Went 1 for 7 from the charity stripe last game.
Three-pointer by Bryant from the left wing. Knocks it down and right back on top is the Conquistadors. 23-22.
Just his 9th three-pointer of the season.
Jacobs bounce pass to Bubakar. Kamisoko right side down low underneath the big Fred. It goes up, puts it up, doesn't get it. Bounce, tries to come up with it. Ball kicks it out. Grabbed down by Dixon. Conquistadors have it. They have numbers. They'll bring it up. Mincy quickly underneath. They go. They wrap it up. The miss by Bryant. The rebound taken away by Odhiambo. The big Fred in active on both ends of the court. Hutchinson will bring it up. Here's underneath they go. Blue Dragons drive to the hoop. Missed shot put up by Brown. The rebound's cleared down by Dixon. Here comes Dodge. They'll drop it out. Freels from three-point land. Hits it from outside. That's only his second three of the year. He was 1 for 4 before that shot. Dead away three. Darren gives him another point tonight. Jumper up the other way. Dixon answers. So 26-23. Hutchinson trails it by 3. Conquistadors basketball with 8:12 to go. And it shows you can't leave Freels open at the top because they'll drain it.
Held scoreless for almost 12 minutes.
Freels shoots again, doesn't get it. Rebound, Bubakar comes up with it. Kamisoko flat-footed, brings it up the court, though, quickly. Bounce pass comes out to Jacobs. Jacobs back underneath. Bubakar wrap around, shot not there. Basket interference is called on Fred Odhiambo. He reached up when the ball was still in the cylinder. And that's going to be a basket interference. You'll wave off that basket. Hutch still down by 3. Conquistadors 26-23 with the lead.
So hard when you have that size to lay off of those ones that are close because you're already airborne. It's tough to try to come back down and give up your position.
There's Dixon, drives in on Odhiambo. Little backdoor play. Nice job. Freels with the basket. Give credit to Dixon. There's one of his assists we talked about earlier. He was able to get it right down to Freels. They crashed the boards left side. And a weak side putback. Well, not a putback. Nice pass to him. Outside, Blue Dragons working around, down by 5. It comes to Giles. He'll pop the 3 and hit it. Big 3 by Giles in the quarter. Chris is capable. She's 33 in the third. That's his 25th three-pointer on the season.
Number 5 in the league for three-point percentage.
Pulls with Hutchinson within a couple. Here's a Howard shot and a three-point foul. 3 shots coming away for Howard as Jacobs picks up the personal. Kevin Howard went down on his derriere. He had 14 points against Stewart. Against Stewart off the bench. He averages 11.6 a game, but right there, he's a good free throw shooter at 68.7. I say good because when I start to put the stats together, most of the teams shoot around 69, 68%. Girls, women shoot a lot better. Free throws up and missing by Howard. He misses on that opportunity, so now 2 to make free throws.
Perhaps even more impressive than those 14 points. Pulled down 15 rebounds as well in that game for that double-double.
Free throw toss. Off its mark, no good. Oh, they said it was only a 2, so he only got 2 free throws. We go the other way, and I stand corrected, but they get the rebound. Ball pops away, back into Howard's hands. He goes in, ball knocked away. It will be Dodge City Conquistador basketball. I thought for sure he was fouled on the three-point play, but I was wrong.
Originally, they indicated the three-pointer, and they changed it a little bit later, and I like that change because we have a perfect angle on where he was. His toe was on the line.
Drive inside Howard, shot won't go, rebound underneath, and a jump ball. Oh, foul call. They got Bubakar Kamisoko. I thought the missed shot was going to the Dragons. They got Booby with the basket, with the free throw. That'll be his first. I want to remind everybody on Reno County Coaches Corner show on Monday night on BW Radio, Jerry Kershaw will be interviewed by Rob Dreher. If people don't know, Jerry's not going to come back for the tournament. First time in 50-plus years that he is not going to be Mike's side for the national tournament this year. And Rob's going to talk with him about that. Free throws up and good. Splitting the pair right there was Bryant. 29-26. The lead is 3 for the Conquistadors. So Jerry down in Norman, Oklahoma, big OU fan. He's pretty excited about their football team. There's a little floater by Komisoko. Won't go. DJ Mitchell with the rebound underneath. Goes up. Scores it. And they're going to count it. Big basket by DJ on the board inside. Got it up and down.
First of all, the ability to get down in there put yourself in good enough position to get the offensive rebound and then to be strong enough to force it back through the defender and down for 2 with the contact.
And what's important about that basket right there for DJ, he's 1 free throw away and getting an opportunity at the line to tie this game up at 29 apiece. Mitchell gets set, spins the ball in his left hand. Now here comes the shot. He's out of Washington, D.C., and he ties it up at 29 all. Free throw was good. The foul, by the way, was called on Mincy. That was his second. That's a fairly big foul on the young man that's knocked down a couple trays already. Dixon directs traffic. Bounce pass goes right side to Howard. Back to Mincy. He'll shoot. Check that Dixon. He'll shoot, partially deflected. And Saquon Singleton comes up with it. Blue Dragons will bring it up. He'll drive it down, lay it up, and score it. Singleton likes to take it inside. Hutch back up now, 31-29.
And a little jawing after that one, I believe, by Malik Jacobs, who perhaps just picked up a technical.
Saquon Singleton down at the other side. Let's see if Malik gets whistled or not. They're going to come down and Dodge City. I think you're correct. Where's it going to be on Singleton?
It might be Singleton. He pointed originally at Malik Jacobs, but he may have been pointing through him to Saquon, and he did.
Yeah, Saquon coming up wanting to know, what did I do? And evidently Saquon said something, or I know he knocked the ball away. Dixon's free throw's up and good. Pulls the Conquistadors within 1. 31-30, Hutchinson with the lead after the basket by Singleton. So the personal foul on Singleton.
And they're just certain expressions in celebration that you can't have after a big basket. To me, it looked like it may have been more he said something rather than a facial expression. And we've known that to be a problem. You know, it showed its ugly face in Allen when he wouldn't stop talking to the official. Fortunately for him, this is just his first foul of the game.
Missed free throw leads the Blue Dragons up 31-30. Conquistadors will bring the basketball up as Steve Tucker barks out instructions to his team from the sidelines. Bounce pass goes left side to Friels. Friels holds it, drives it underneath, goes in, reverses it, and scores it. Tell you what, he's a player now. Averages 21.1 a game, has given the Conquistadors a lead by 1 at 32-31.
All of his 7 points have come in the last 3 minutes.
6'7", 240. Out of Evansville, Indiana, to drive underneath. Jacobs can't finish. Rebound to Big Fred. He'll bring it out. Gives it to DJ in the corner left. He'll shoot the three. It's not there. Rebound taken away by Jacobs. Gives it under to Odhiambo, and he'll draw the foul. It's going to be on Dixon. Big Fred does a full 360 underneath. I think he's going to get a little fancy with it. Maybe he was too far under. I'm not sure what happened. By that time, Dixon came over and fouled him.
He lost complete track of where he was. Jacobs can't believe it. He had the sure assist. And it's kind of like that scene from Friends where they're trying to get the couch up the stairs and you got to pivot. You must pivot. And Odhiambo was so far under the basket, lost track of where he was. By the time he pivoted around a couple of times, the defenders collapsed on him.
Fred just made his 18th free throw of the year, 18 out of 28. He'll shoot a second one to give the Dragons the lead. We're tied at 32. Free throw toss off its mark, no good. Friels with the rebound for Dodge City, and the Conquistadors will bring it down. We're all locked up with 5:16 to go at 32 apiece. That was funny. He was wide open all by himself and spun around off the pivot. Tell you what, he runs the floor so well. He's playing well here. Jumper up by Friels is good. Irish Friels gives Dodge City the lead. It's 34-32. It's an entertaining basketball game. Here's DJ Mitchell, drives in. Big Fred with the rebound, put back not there, but he can earn him at the foul stripe. If it's on Friels, that could be his second, and it could be big. And it will be on Friels. That will be his second. So that's a big foul, Darren Dunn.
That is, he's just gotten going over the last 3.5 minutes where he scored all 9 of his points, and you can tell he's starting to feel it on the offensive end.
Friels up and missing. He'll get set to shoot another one.
Big Fred, already 9 rebounds.
Exactly, 9 rebounds. Takes his time, free throw up and on its way and good. So Fred split the pair there. Dragons lead it. You'll check that pull from behind there within 1 at 34-33. Conquistadors basketball. Outside to go. They'll pull it back a little bit, and that's going to be Dixon. Remember him from last year. He's a solid ball player. Rolls to the right side, drives all the way under, gets too far under. Jacobs comes up with a steal, and then there's a reach in. They're going to whistle this one on Hill. As Trey Hill will pick up the personal. Double bonus situation now. The Blue Dragons, rest of the half, will shoot 2-shot fouls. The foul on Hill is his third. That's those silly ones, Darren. You're way in the backcourt and you reach in. Nice job by Jacobs to come up with the basketball, but he misses from the free throw line. That'll be another opportunity.
That's where he struggled last game, where he was just 1 for 7, 1 for 2 here in the early goings on this one. And for Dodge City, that was the case of one mistake becoming 2. You got the first mistake where he turned it over for the third time, and the second one by fouling Jacobs right at half court.
Yeah, free throw shots up and good. He split the pair. Malik is an 84.2% free throw shooter coming into the contest. We're tied at 34 apiece, all locked up. 4:15 to go. Here's Dixon. Top jumper up and on his way. Good. A three-pointer on the outer perimeter, put up and in by Mike Burns. So Burns locks it down. He's out of Louisville, Kentucky. Another talented freshman at 6'9" for Steve Tucker. Odhiambo gives it out to Giles on the outside. Tommy Soko, left side over to Blue Dragon Jacobs. Kicks the corner left. There's a DJ Mitchell three from the corner's good. He tickles the twine from outside. It makes it 37-37 all tie. So you shoot the tray, we'll come down and shoot the tray.
Give credit to Jacobs. Draws the triple team so he can kick it out to the wide open Mitchell.
Here the ball comes outside. Jumper up and missing outside is the shot put up by Senegar. He's back in there after a little bit of foul trouble. Here's Mitchell on the outside, trying to break that 37 all tie with 3:15 to go. Jacobs, left wing, takes baseline, goes underneath, ball rejected. Back to Odhiambo, to Mitchell in the corner, foul called. Mitchell hit the three, but it won't count as the foul goes against Dodge City, and Fred Odhiambo will shoot the free throw. And they're going to get it on Petrakis. That'll be his first. At the line shooting will be Odhiambo. Takes his time. Free throw toss. He is up and off. It's marked no good. Big Fred should be a good free throw shooter. He's got to work at it. He's at 57.1%, but I'm saying he has good form. End result, second one doesn't go. Ball pops out. He gets it. Dumps up, trying to go to the corner over to Jacobs. Throws it away. Dodge City Conquistadors have it. We're tied at 37. Down low, they wrap it around. Not there. Ball out of bounds. It'll go over to the Blue Dragons. Odhiambo in the low blocks. Here comes Perkins in for Fred Odhiambo. That'll be Josh Perkins. Ypsilanti, Michigan is where he is from. Did I get that right?
Ypsilanti.
Ypsilanti, thank you. Ball comes out high. Dragons have it on the outside. We're tied at 37. Three-pointer by Dixon does not go. The rebound's cleared out of there by Senegar. Here comes Dodge City. They're trying to break the tie with 2:34 to go. Dixon on the outside. They'll set it up. Dodge City did play at the Civic Center. Then he went to United Wireless, back to the Civic Center. Jumper up from outside, not there. Rebound cleared away for the Blue Dragons. And they decide to build their own facility, and it's a nice one here. To drive inside by Giles, loops up a shot off the glass. Good. Little left-hand hook by Chris Giles. Here's the Dragons the lead at 39-37. We'll go the other way. Shot not there. Put back not there either. Follow-away jumper is not there, but a foul called is working hard is Senegar, and he'll go to the foul stripe.
And it all started with a mistimed jump by Josh Perkins. He had every right to that basketball. It was coming off the rim. He was in position, but he jumped a little bit too soon. It gave Senegar the perfect opportunity for the putback.
Yeah, but he misses the free throw there. It had an opportunity to tie it up right now. 39-37, Dragons up by 2. I said putback, and it wasn't there. I made that up. But he that nifty move on the baseline to, like you said, get the jump up and then draw the foul. He can pull the Conquistadors within one, and he does with the free throw there. 39-38 Hutchinson. 2 minutes to go in this first half of play. Here's DJ Mitchell. He'll drive it in. Kicks the corner left. Jacobs. He'll whip the pass all the way over to Kamisoko to Giles. Giles crosses over. Spins it up. Shoots it up. Not there. Rebound's going to be cleared away. Dodge City comes up with the basketball. Here comes Dixon. Outside three. Jumper up and rimming good. That's Burns with his second tray of the game. Boy, you get that out of Burns, only averages 4 a game, 4.4 a game. Offensive foul on Bubakar. Kamisoko at the other end. Darren, you look at Burns, he averages 4.4. He's knocked down a couple threes. It's given Dodge City a lead of 41-39 right now.
Yeah, a couple of threes gives him 6 for the game. You're talking about a guy who averages half that. And really, he only played 5 minutes in his last game. Had 2 points and 2 fouls in that time. He's made much more of his time in this contest against the Blue Dragons.
Kamisoko picks up his second. They'll reverse it out to Dixon. Dixon drives it in. 3-pointer from the corner right. Not there. Rebound, no, cleared underneath by Tinker, who's back in the basketball game. And Tinker will bring it back out and reset it. Petrakis took the shot. Did not have a good look at it. Dodso will play it with 1:02 to go and 18 on the shot clock. They'll come out and isolate on Kamisoko. That's Tinker with the basketball. Deontay just looking at Kamisoko. Now he pulls it back a little bit. 8 on the shot clock. Tinker will isolate, takes it inside, floats it up. Charging foul is going to be called against Tinker as he took it in, and Saquon Singleton stood firm in the lane to take that hit.
It's similar to what we saw happen to Bubakar Kamisoko. So credit this officiating crew for seeing similar plays the same way and calling it consistently on both ends.
Tinker picks up his second. Hutchinson basketball down by 2, 41-39 with 43 seconds left to go before intermission. Long pass to DJ in the corner left. Finds a seam, goes down low. Loose basketball, nothing there. They say no foul. Steve Eck wants the call, didn't get it. Senecar brings it in, loses it out of bounds. It'll be Dodge City basketball. Boy, there was a lot of contact at the other end.
Looked like a lot. What I like is that they didn't have one there. And then when the ball came back down and Jacobs looked like he got a piece of an arm, they didn't have a call down here.
3-pointer from the outer perimeter, shot up and missing this time by Burns, but the rebound underneath. Trying to get it up, not there. Giles comes away with it. Here comes the Blue Dragons. Saquon Singleton has his pocket picked. Tinker takes it down, puts it up. Foul called, and Tinker will shoot free throws. Got a little fancy with it. And Hutchinson, they're trying to get basket interference. Whether or not it was interfered with. Referees conferring. The foul's going to be called against the Blue Dragons. Conquistadors up 2.
I think I'd be the most upset about the block call instead of the charging call, because now we should let the listeners know the first 2 offensive fouls we've had, it's been defenders in position but falling back as the contact is made. This was a situation where Tinker bowled right over the top. I mean, you couldn't have more of a body slamming into a body that's in position of a charge type call than we just saw there. And instead of the foul going as the charge, it ends up as the block against the Blue Dragons.
Fans wanted a basket interference call, didn't get it. So 2 shots still coming for Tinker. He can add to that Conquistador lead with 13.2 to go here before intermission. Hutchinson's going to have the work cut out for him in the second half of play. Right now they're down by 2. Might be more if Tinker scores these, and he does. He knocks down the first one right there. Crazy about Tinker, he averages 2.2 a game, and here he is scoring a bunch of points.
Funny how Hutchinson has a way of bringing out the best in everyone.
Free throws tosses. He's only played in 10 games. Free throw tosses up and good, and it's a 4-point lead now for the Conquistadors at 43-39. As Hutch will have it with 13.2 to go in this first half of play. Here comes the inbound from Saquon Singleton. Now the stoppage of play is coming into the ballgame will be Kevin Howard. He replaces Burns. So Steve Tucker doing some defensive changes. Now Burns is back out there. So who was replaced? Frills was replaced. So they're not going to let him pick up another foul. Here comes Singleton. Dixon comes and picks him up at half court. Singleton drives all the way in. Gets too far under, kicks it out. Three-pointer by Jacobs. Comes out on him, no good. Over the back foul on the floor is going to be called. I think they whistled this against the Conquistadors. With 1.4 to go, Perkins will shoot free throws.
Multiple Blue Dragons had great rebounding opportunities in wonderful position underneath. Take your pick. Could have been Perkins or even Singleton going to the line.
Yeah, Burns picks up the personal free throws up and good by Perkins. Big Josh, 73.8% free throw shooter. He is 46 out of 62 now as he knocks that one down. And got the second one as well. So 43-41. The lead is 2. Half-court shot by Dixon hits the top of the supports here. And we go to intermission. Hutchinson trailing at halftime by the score of 43-41. Hutch had a big lead. And 8-6. And Dodge City came back, doubled it up 16-8. But Hutch was able to come back. They trail by 2 as we head to the locker room. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, add up all the numbers, get 7 to Medicine Shop in-game capsule. Brought to you by the Little White Castle at 14th and Main. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
It was such an overwhelming success that Donna Pitzer, the bag lady, is extending her sale. Get a top-of-the-line Panasonic Performance Vacuum for only $299. That's the same price you paid in 1988, over 30 years ago, and a $200 savings. You'll never get a vacuum of this quality priced better. This vacuum comes with all the accessories and includes a 2-year warranty. Donna will also deliver your new vacuum absolutely free. Now through January, get your new Panasonic vacuum for the 1988 price of $299. Call Donna Pitzer, the bag lady, at 663-4322.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Your life is busy. Are you ready to open an account, apply for a loan, check your balances, make a transfer, deposit a check, pay bills? With electronic banking from The First, you can now take care of all your many banking needs from the comfort of your home or office. Anytime, anywhere, 24/7. Visit fnbhutch.bank to get started. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert F. of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
It's time for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule. Again, your Medicine Shop at 14th and Main. Free home delivery. Also, select your delivery outside of Hutchinson. Just depends on where you live because they've been known to deliver to Inman and other parts in between as well. Just give them a call. Also, stop in and just see what the fine service that they have. There's not a lot of room inside. They got some great over-the-counter products as well. Don't forget the dollar discount wall that they have on that east wall, that little White Castle at 14th and Main. More than anything, they give you good quality service. And don't forget the flu shot. This time of the year, you need to get that. Singrex vaccination as well for shingles. They've got the second dose available. They got about 100 doses. Lacey told me, so time to get in and get that taken care of. But if you're over the age of 50, even though you maybe have had the Zovirex shot injection, you need to get this new shingles vaccination, and that'll cover you for the rest of your life. Again, the 14th and Main, the Medicine Shop. Well, the numbers that I see, Darren, looking at me is 3-point shots as Dodge City 6 out of 14 doubling up on the Blue Dragons. That's the difference in the game right now. 43-41, Dodge City with the edge, and it's all been done at the 3-point line.
Well, the crazy part about that is both teams are shooting just about 43% from beyond the arc, but as you mentioned, 6 of them for Dodge City, only 3 for the Blue Dragons. 35% shooting from the floor overall for the Conquistadors. 41.2% for the Blue Dragons from the floor. Dragons also missed 7 free throws, went 10 for 17. How about leading the way for the Blue Dragons? Fred Odhiambo in the rebounding category. Officially 9 of the team's 28 rebounds. Did work in the block category as well. Averages 2.5 a game in that first half of play. Already had 3 blocked shots. He also ended up with 6 points. Remember, he'd have a couple more if he wouldn't have got turned around underneath the basket when he had an easy opportunity. One of the, we laugh. It is one of the funnier things you see, but when they go back and look on tape, one, they're going to say, well, that was
who
a
you dancing with, Fred? Who you dancing with?
Because he had no partner until the 2 Dodge City defenders joined him underneath and fouled him just in time when he finally put the shot up after pivoting a couple of times. DJ Mitchell had 11 points, 2 of the team's 3-pointers in that first half of play. He shot 40% from the floor, going 4 for 10. Malik Jacobs chipped in 6. He's really been shooting the ball better these last couple of games. Was so hot out at Allen where he shot 8 for 10, hit his first 7. Then he went through a couple of games ago where he shot just 11 of 32. In his last 2 games, he's done much better, shooting 45% from the floor. A big reason of that, he's taken about a third of the attempts in his last couple of games than he did those 2 games before that. So his shot selection is better, and in turn, he's shooting better from the floor. Malik Jacobs with 6 points. Do not overlook the fact that he stole the ball away a couple of big times from the Dodge City Conquistadors. Jairus Friels, we were so big on him for the Conquistadors coming in. Leads the league in points per game and rebounds per game. Get this, guy didn't score until about 11 and a half minutes into the contest. But when he did, it's that old adage of when it rains, it pours. He went on a streak there in about a 3.5-minute span where he knocked down 9 points, even hit himself a 3-pointer in the process. What more can you say about Justice Dixon? He's the league leader in assists per game. How about this? You've got to adjust your eyes, kind of rub them, blink them a few times, and see Justice Dixon had 7 assists in that first half of play. He sees the floor so well. Glenn, he averages only 6 per game, and that's half of his team's output per game in dimes. Justice Dixon already with 7 assists.
Well, that maybe he's not scoring like he usually does because he averages 11.5 points a game, but he's getting it done, helping out others assistants as well. But give the Dragons credit; they were getting doubled up in that first few minutes of that first half of play, as Dodge City had taken a 16-8, went on a 14-0 run. Dragons answered with a 13-point run of their own, Darren, but they were able to come back only down 2 by halftime. I feel pretty good about the way the Dragons are shooting and also looking at the foul trouble. You got Friels with 2 personal fouls. Now Raekwon Taylor also with 2. But the way Fred Odhiambo's playing, as well as DJ Mitchell shooting the rock so well, I think the second half's going to be good for the Dragons.
Well, and Fred Odhiambo got some extra playing time with Raekwon Taylor on the bench. Fred is a guy that usually averages, it's gone up in the last few games, averages about 19 minutes a game. He's already put in over 12 in that first half of play. Quality minutes as well with those 9 rebounds. No one for the Conquistadors in double-digit scoring yet. Friels, of course, the closest with 9. Then you throw in some guys we talked about, don't normally score that much. 4 of them have 6 points. That's in the form of Burns, Bryant, Mincy, and also Tinker. And you go back and look at what those guys normally do with the exception of Mincy. Those are guys that have already doubled up in one half on their normal scoring average.
Let's take a look real quick at the other games that are taking place. I know Barton's out of Northwest Kansas Tech. Seward is not in action tonight, so we'll have a look at that just to set the story for this weekend. Colby comes to town. It is the annual Chilean Pie Feed. It's a Hall of Fame night as well, so come on out and pay attention to that. You will enjoy several good folks being in. Also, the 1988, a lot of individuals from the 1988 national tournament team, including Dave Farrar, are going to be back in attendance on that evening. Some other ones being inducted in the Hall of Fame as well. So come on out and enjoy that. Don't forget also Reno County Coaches Show on BW Radio on the AM and 98.5 FM coming up on Monday night. Steve X Dragon Talk at 6. And then Rod Zook and I will have Reno County Coaches Corner Rob Dreher with a special interview with the longtime voice of the national tournament, Jerry Kershaw, who has decided to retire. He will not be back for this year's tournament. He will have a great interview with him that you will not want to miss. And also, an announcement taking place today, the championship game. And get ready for this, Darren. You and I talked about it earlier. It is official. The National Junior College title game will be televised at 1 o'clock on March 23rd by CBS Sports Network. They'll also carry the women's final at 11 a.m. that morning. So that's something new that started with football. CBS Sports is a special sports channel. It's not CBS, but it's CBS Sports. Now, you got to have the upper tier, but you can see it on Roku as well as also Apple TV and a couple other different opportunities to be able to see it. But that's so it's going to be on national television. That's a big feather in the NJCAA's cap.
Yeah, and it's another big change, of course, for that Saturday of action. We already knew that there was going to be a little bit of a change with just the championship game that day. And now, of course, you're looking at an earlier tip time because of that coverage.
Yep, so national tournament will be here before you can blink, but just a heads up there as I received word that the national tournament will be televised on CBS Sports on March 23rd. Hutchinson trying to get back there, so is Dodge City. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to have take place over the next 20 minutes of basketball. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. It's a 2-point lead for Dodge City at intermission, 43-41. Lady Dragons, by the way, winners, 65-35. Darren and I are going to take a 2-minute break. We'll come back and set the stage for the second half of play. Try to run down some scores as well. We'll return in 2 minutes.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has designed, built, and remodeled homes and commercial projects in central Kansas. Whether you're looking to replace a deck, wanting to build an addition, or remodel your kitchen, our customers receive individualized attention, quality craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service from start to finish. Erickson Custom Building offers new construction and remodeling services in addition to commercial and insurance projects. Visit our website today at ericksoncustombldg.com.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112. Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you are a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Tax reform impacts virtually every tax return this year. That means yours, too. If you're wondering what that means for you and your refund, but don't want to spend hours reading the tax code, head over to H&R Block. No one knows tax reform better than Block. Their tax pros will help you find every credit and deduction available, so you get every dollar you deserve. Because wouldn't you rather spend more time thinking about what to do with your maximum refund and less time figuring out what a TCJA qualifying eligible dependent is? Hint, it's your kid. In person or online, Block has your back.
Visit H&R Block in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
Welcome back. Just about 3 minutes before we start the second half of play, I just got a text that indicates that Barton and Northwest Kansas Tech out in Goodland are in overtime in that women's game. So we'll try to run down some other information on that. Don't even have a score, but in overtime out in Goodland. And we can see that team, not that bad a team, has struggled a little bit. Of course, struggled against the Blue Dragons, but still have a lot of other teams. But this just shows you the parity is starting to sneak into this league as well with the guys, now with the girls as well.
Well, I think that's something we've seen, especially on the men's side over the last few years. You have teams at the top, teams at the bottom, but you put them together, and you never know who's going to win because it is so competitive. Even though these teams have been beaten, a lot of them haven't been beaten by much. So the records look bad, but you can't just go based off of the record. You have to go by the body of work. And any night, any given night, anybody in the conference could beat the other. I think a lot of people like to look at what happens in the Big 12. You know, with the Jayhawks losing against West Virginia not that long ago. So it's the same here with the Jayhawk Conference. At any given time, any team can pull out a victory.
Well, also Northwest Kansas Tech up by 8 now with 20 seconds remaining. So they might be getting a big-time win up there in Goodland. Here, it is 43-42. This Dodge City team, a Dodge City team that just lost by 10 to Seward in Liberal, 89-79. And Seward at top of the league right now at 9-1 and 16-3 overall. Hutchinson right behind, Barton at 6-3. So this Dodge City team, even though they're 2-8 in league play, 7-12 overall, showing right now, at least in the first half, they're capable. But I can't believe the Blue Dragons are a second half team this year. We've seen a lot of good things. They kind of got a little shaky when they were down 16-8, but they righted the ship right away. And let's see if Big Fred continue to contribute, and let's also see if DJ Mitchell can get on track. Remember, Saquon Singleton playing a little injured. Raekwon Taylor had the flu the other day in the win over Pratt. So let's see what's going to happen here.
Well, Raekwon was limited in that first half of action, played less than 5 minutes. I think you look for him. He was in foul trouble in that first half. Look for him to stay out of that foul trouble now, play a little bit more alongside Odhiambo. What a monster first half for Fred Odhiambo. He, in turn, played more minutes than he normally does for a first half of action. Typically, you see Fred start, and then he'll come out and not play much more of that first half.
Just depends how to match up, yeah.
Yeah, but you saw him play a lot more in that first half. He made the most of it, and if he continues to score, he's going to have himself a double-double tonight.
All right, both teams huddle around their coaches against Steve Tucker. A lot of talented freshmen he has on this team. This is a good Dodge City team. Blue Dragons fighting through some injuries right now. Of course, James Rojas, we don't know when we're going to get him back. And I've been impressed with the way Singleton's been able to run the floor. I think he's doing okay. Raekwon will start the second half. Raekwon Taylor will start the second half. So it'll be the same starting five for the Blue Dragons in the second half of play.
I think we're seeing more confidence tonight from Saquon Singleton. Now, he hasn't finished every time he's gotten to the basket, but he has a different look in his eye with that defensive matchup where he's dribbling by his defender and getting in open space in between a couple of defenders in the paint. He can finish more of those now here in the second half. You can see him have a monster second half.
All righty, inbounding will be the Blue Dragons. They'll be going from right to left as you watch and listen. As we're getting set to get underway, Raekwon trying to get his shoes all set over there.
Yeah, the officials showed him a wet spot in front of the Blue Dragon bench. They wanted to get cleaned up.
Here comes the inbound. Saquon Singleton receives the inbounds pass from Brown. They'll set up the offense. So Hutchinson with the first possession as we start the second half of play. Hutch down by 2. Brown over the corner, right side, Singleton. Saquon down low to Odhiambo. Passes the pass inside to Raekwon. He'll spin to his right, puts it off the glass. Too strong, no good. Rebound's going to be cleared away by Howard, and out with the basketball comes Dodge City. Dixon, who had a good first half, especially in the assist category, will bring the basketball up. Here's Howard, a three-pointer on his way. No good, but a foul called on Raekwon Taylor, and Raekwon will pick up his third. That is huge, as we're only 32 seconds in, or a little bit less than that, actually, into this second half of play.
That's the last place you want him to pick up his third foul as well. You'll take one where he's defending down in the blocks inside the paint, but not one 22 feet from the basket.
Man, you got to have him on the floor. Here's Howard's free throw toss is up and good. Howard out of Beaumont, Texas. Again, a good free throw shooter, 68.7% on the year. Young man with a deep knee bend. Here comes the toss. The free throw's up and good. 3 to make 3, and he's got 2 down already. 45-41. The lead is 4. Largest lead in that first half for Dodge City was that 16-8 lead. Free throw toss up and good. So 46-41. The lead is 5. Double team trap in the backcourt. Saquon Singleton, contact made. What do we have? It's going to be a blocking foul. It's got to be a blocking foul. They're going to call it on Senegar right at half court. So Senegar will pick up the personal. That'll be his second. So 2 fouls to start. Darren, just this first minute of play in the second half.
Yeah, not only the possibility for a block there, he actually grabbed Saquon Singleton before the below-the-waist contact.
Here's Taylor. He'll back it in. He did not check out the contest. Inside of Big Fred. Turnaround jumper good. Fred Odhiambo with a nifty move. Fred puts it up and in, and Hutchinson pulls within 3, 46-41. There's a steal. Giles comes up with it. Dodge City with the lead, but Hutchinson with the basketball. Dragons put it in the corner. Brown three-pointer does not go. Big rebound. Raekwon Taylor basket good. A putback on the weak side. He snatched it out of midair and put it up and in. Hutchinson pulls it in 1. 46-45 Dodge City. Here's Dixon. Little bump. Didn't stoppage of play. Ball on the outside. Mincy rolls to the left. Senegar drives in, kicks it left. Here's Friels. Friels with 9 first half points. He averages 21 a game. Shot up missing by Senegar. Rebound cleared Hutchinson. Hutch can take the lead with his possession. Singleton, nifty move, wraps it around, no good. He's fouled. He goes down hard. And a foul is going to be committed against Dodge City. Shooting free throws will be Saquon Singleton at the foul stripe. Foul is going to be charged against Mincy. That is his third. Correct? I think, yep. He just picked up his third.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Different look in Saquon Singleton's eyes as he's able to knife and twist his way to the basket. This is the first time he's been rewarded with free throws, though, tonight.
Free throws up and good. Saquon the other night. Now, he struggles at the free throw line. Everybody that ever listens to us knows that. 48.6%, but he was shooting about 42%. He was 7 out of 7 against Cali. Scored 21 second-half points against the Cali Tigers. 17 of those second-half points in a row. Free throw toss is up and good. Gets this one down. Hutchinson regains the lead at 47-46. The Blue Dragons came out of the dressing room after being down by 2 and giving up a quick basket to Dodge City to take the lead. The three back the other way as Senecar knocks it down. And all of a sudden it's 49-47. Dodge City with the lead. Giles in the backcourt. First 3 minutes or 2 minutes of this one. This second half has been interesting. Ball in the outer perimeter. Three-pointers up and good.
Tyler Brown getting some action.
Big-time job right there by Tyler Brown. Ball's rejected at the other side. And coming up with the basketball will be the Blue Dragons. And Raekwon Taylor throws it away. Tried to lead Brown on the far side. It was about 3 feet away from getting there.
Well, he tried to get a little bit too fancy with that pass as well and put some backward spin on it because he was leading Brown. He wanted it to spin back toward Brown. Instead, it spun away and off to the sideline.
17:29 to go, second half of play. 50-49. Hutchinson with the lead off that Tyler Brown three a little while ago. Up by 1. Dixon outside of Friels. Head fakes, goes up, loses the ball. Singleton comes out with a long pass to Odhiambo. Gets it to Giles. Layup, no. But the putback by Big Fred is good. Big Fred with the follow. Fred Odhiambo gives the Dragons a 3-point lead at 52-49. How about them apples?
Odhiambo now with a double-double.
I like the pass that he got to Giles. Ball down low underneath to Howard. Head fakes in traffic. Taken away by Singleton. Dumps it over to Brown. Brown will take it down and lay it up and score it. Hutchinson leading at 54-49, and Steve Tucker wants the timeout. Blue Dragons that came out on fire after allowing the Conquistadors to get a little edge here in the second half. 16:47 to go in the second half of play. Hutchinson up by 5. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The Rothy family name has always been connected to serving the Hutchinson community, and you can expect the same kind of high-quality service when you visit Rothy Family Flooring. They believe you deserve to be treated like family, so they've invested in their own talented and trustworthy installers to lay your floors. No outside contractors will ever knock on your door if Rothy works for you. Let them show you their expansive selection of name brand flooring and trust your home to the best. Rothy Family Flooring, 325 North Main, Hutchinson.
We all like to save money when and where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3,000 square feet of great merchandise priced at outstanding values. We don't have to offer huge sale prices for one day only when we do that on a daily basis. Save big over retail prices on firearms, electronics, guitars and amps, name brand tools, video games, jewelry, and more. See us at 916 East 4th and Hutch, just east of 4th and Severance. We're proud to be alumni and supporters of all Blue Dragon athletics.
Dragons down by 2 at the half. 3.5 gone by here. Now up by 5 in Dodge City.
Glenn Grunwald along with Darren Dunn on Hutchinson's Country Station 102.9. KHUT in Hudson, as well as KWBW 1450 AM and 98.FM in Hutch. Backing in Friels, soft hook. Nope, not there. Rebound cleared away by Friels as Singleton had it for a second. Ball comes out high to give it away and into the hands of Bryant. So the Conquistadors will set it up now. They trail by 5 after leading for most of the game. Drive down by Dixon, knocked away by Odhiambo, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be last touched off of Big Fred. So Dodge will have the basketball. I'll tell you what, he's active down low.
You know, we've talked about him on the offensive end a lot. Give him credit, too. He has the assignment on Friels tonight. And in addition, when Dixon that time got by Brown, he came over to help with that defense.
And blocking foul is going to be called on Fred Odhiambo. Creels goes down, and he might be hurt, Darren. He is doubled up. He's got his head on the floor, and the big guy is down. Let's see if it's a knee or ankle.
Seemed like the ankle got caught up there with Odhiambo before he went on his way down. And the most interesting thing about this whole thing, that's Fred's first foul.
Yeah, it's Fred's first foul, and Creels unties his shoe and is going to put it back. They're going to check him out and take him to the sideline, make sure he's going to be okay, because he's walking okay, so he's all right. But he went down, a scary moment for Conquistador fans. Inbounding it'll be only the second team foul against Hutchinson. Inbounding will be Dodge City. 16-19 to go. Get into Howard. He's double teamed. Feed inside, layup good. Bryant came down across the lane, kind of twisted around on the top of the middle part of the lane right there, puts it up and in. Singleton falls down, turns the ball over. Felt the pressure. He went down quick. Let's see if he's okay. The three from the corner, no good. Rebound Howard underneath, goes up strong, can't get it done. Battle for the board, taken away by Dixon. Dixon comes out for Dodge City. He's double team trapped in the corner left. Got to get a timeout, and they do. Timeout's going to be taken by Dodge City with 15:43 to go in this contest. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Hutchinson leading at 54-51. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
The Dragons and the Dodge City Conquistadors playing hard in this first 5 minutes of the second half, Darren. Nifty job right there. Conquistadors now inbounding as they saved that possession. Feed inside and the foul called. If it's on Raekwon, it's his fourth. Let's check it. I don't believe it is. No, it is. It's going to be his fourth. So Raekwon Taylor, just like that, picks up 2 extra fouls in the second half.
That proved to be just a tough matchup for him with Howard. Howard drew that foul earlier in the half outside the three-point arc, and he's able to draw that second one, which becomes the fourth down in the paint on Raekwon.
It's the first of the 2-shot foul. The second one, trying to pull his team within 1, and he does. 54-53. Hutchinson with a slim lead. Double team trap in the backcourt. Blue Dragons break it across the half court. Nice job by Brown. Odhiambo fake the pass down low to Perkins. Pulls it back outside. Here's Giles. Giles has set it up. Singleton slides down to the low baseline. Back outside. Brown steps up. Pulls up. Lobs underneath. Odhiambo basket good. Well, how easy is that to just lob it inside like that? You have a guy that's 7 foot that can catch it and put it up and in.
No, credit the vision by Tyler Brown to even see him back there.
Shot up missing. Odhiambo trying to save it out of bounds. Last touch by him. Hutch with the lead now. 56-53 off the big basket by Odhiambo. And they will substitute. Odhiambo will check out. Steve's doing a wise thing. Got to rest him right there. Keep him out of foul trouble. It was only his first a little while ago. Puts DJ Mitchell in. Change the complexity of the game a little bit. Here's Dixon. Dixon drives in, kicks it left. Jumper from the corner left. Howard, three-pointer doesn't go. Battle for the board, taken away by Bryant of Dodge City. They'll keep it alive. Another double team trap in the corner, and a foul's going to be called on Hutchinson. Saquon Singleton, I believe, came in and hacked Dixon, and he'll pick up the personal on Singleton. That'll be his second.
And remember, the only reason he has a foul in the first place and that technical in the first half, he comes up complaining and talking to the official out of this one, asking for the jump ball.
Ball comes into Dixon. Dixon out high. Rolls to the right side. Pulls up. Shoots it on his way. No good. Rebound off the floor. Taken away by Brown. And Tyler Brown covers up for Hutchinson. And the Blue Dragons will bring the basketball up. Here's Saquon Singleton. Across the half court. He's out of the Bronx, New York. Flash pass inside. Down low to underneath. They go to big Josh Perkins. He goes up, can't get it done. Rebound saved out of bounds. It'll be Dodge City basketball as Giles couldn't handle it.
Giles had that favorable matchup at 6'3", trying to work through the 5'11" Justice Dixon and just couldn't control the ball on the baseline.
Dodge City will bring the basketball up. High school basketball on Country 102.9 tomorrow night. I'll be up with the Salthawks ladies up in Lawrence for the Free State Classic. There's a steal. Brown comes out with a long pass to Mitchell. He runs it down. Loses it again, but runs it back down again. 14-14 to go in the second half here. Crossover Singleton. Takes him down low. Lays it up and in. Counted. He's fouled. Great drive as he had Burns right on his hip. And Burns will pick up his second personal, but the end one coming for Saquon Singleton.
I'm telling you, we are seeing a different basketball player in terms of getting to the hoop out of Saquon Singleton this game than we've seen all season long.
Having a tremendous game here. He'll shoot one right here with 14-10 to go. That foul, by the way, called on Burns is his second. Saquon Singleton at the line. Takes his time. Free throw toss is good. 14-10 remaining. Dragons up by 6, 59-53. Dodge City 7-12. Hutchinson 16-3. Drive to the basket, up and good. The foul's called on DJ Mitchell. Counted as taking it inside was Trey Hill. Or check that. Bryant. Lawrence Bryant out of Killeen, Texas. Just took it straight on the right side, and then one coming his way now.
The problem with that is the guy you sent in to replace Raekwon Taylor with his 4 fouls is Perkins, who just picked up his third.
Wow, that's correct. He just picked up foul number 3. DJ Mitchell comes over to talk with Steve Eck. 14:01 to go in the contest. Free throws up and good by Bryant. And it's 59-56, a one-possession game. Hutchinson with the basketball and the lead. Singleton outside. He'll play that point guard spot. Now he'll drive it, spins at the foul line, holds up, dumps underneath DJ, gets position, loses the basketball. Beginning it back is Perkins on the steal. Perkins holds up. Over to Brown, corner right down to Singleton. Gets it to Perkins underneath, trying to get it up, loses the handle, loose basketball. He'll get called for the travel.
Unofficially turnover number 11 on the Blue Dragons.
59-56. Hutchinson with the lead over the Conks by 3. Conquistadors getting their opportunities, though, with possessions here with 13:36 to go.
Odhiambo back in to guard Friels underneath.
Lady Dragons winners tonight, 65-35 if you just tuned in. Ball on the outside, top side. Dribble penetration to the right. They'll kick it right to Friels. He'll square up, shoots it up and on its way. Misses everything. The rebound cleared out by Singleton. I mean everything. Hutchinson will bring it down. Here's Giles. Comes away with it. Corner right. Perkins, Mitchell for 3. Doesn't get it. And the rebound's going to be cleared out by the Conquistadors. And the Conquistadors will bring it up. Tinker all the way under. Gives it off to Friels. He'll bounce inside and score it. Gyres, Friels, they kept him pretty quiet in the second half. But right there, he pulls his Conquistadors within 1.
Yeah, again, went 7 minutes before you see him score. Went 11.5 before scoring in the first half.
Tinker picks up the foul on the outside on Tinker. That'll be his 3rd. And very quickly, Conquistadors pick up their 4th team foul. Hutchinson will inbound, far side, right next to the Hutchinson bench. Roll to the left side, back out top. Here's Brown, kicks it right. Mitchell 3-ball, good from outside. This time the right wing. He nailed it right in front of the Blue Dragon bench. Hutchinson up now 62-58. Extends that lead to 4.
3rd three-pointer for Mitchell.
3-pointer the other way is good. And Bryant answers the bell. With 12:18 to go. 61-61. Conquistadors pull it within 1.
Bryant averages 2.9, has 14 points in this game.
Ball inside, a foul call. They're going to whistle this one against Dodge City, and Blue Dragons will have to earn it at the foul stripe. Mitchell will step to the pride.
Bryant, who just knocked down the triple on one end, comes down and fouls Mitchell on the other.
Getting set to shoot the free throw will be Mitchell. DJ's free throw toss is up and good. Mitchell on the year has struggled at the line a little bit. He's a 48.8% free throw shooter, but knocked that one down. Actually, he's better than that. He's 76 out of 93 now, so.
Yeah, I got him just a touch above 80%.
I'm just way off my mark.
Best free throw shooter on the team when you exclude Brown, who doesn't have as many attempts.
My Excel sheets formula didn't work. Free throws up and good by Mitchell. Nice job. 64-61. Hutchinson up by 3. Just under 12 to go. Dribble penetration by Tinker into the lane. Lets it fly out of his hands. Shot won't go. Big rebound cleared away by Singleton. Gets the outlet to Jacobs, who's back into the ball game. Here's Singleton. He'll knife in. Kicks the corner right. Three-pointer back in by Mitchell. Nope, not there. Over the back's the call. It's going to be on Odhiambo as he was up over the back of Tinker. And Dodge City will go the other way and will shoot free throw. No, will they not? Let's have the basketball. Excuse me. Blue Dragons 15th foul. Now, what are they talking about? The two officials are converting out front. Is it going to be on Odhiambo or is... They're conferring to the table to talk about it. They still haven't put the foul up on Odhiambo. They still have it. Is it on Bryant or what's the call? It will be.
Well, you're not going to believe this.
It's on Odhiambo.
I thought he was calling a hold with the way he made his signal. They've called an intentional foul on Fred Odhiambo.
And we'll walk down. It's intentional foul. It'll be a two-shot foul coming for Petrakis, and he hits the first one. So they call the intentional foul on Odhiambo. Free throw toss, up and good. So Petrakis hits both of them. He hadn't shot that many this year, but he's a good free throw shooter, 72.7%.
And the only reason you could have something like that is if the official thought that Odhiambo wasn't playing the ball. And the ball was coming down on the rebound. I thought we had a simple push from behind. I thought maybe we had a simple hold. Instead, they called him for the tackle and the intentional foul.
And now there's a foul down at the other end. This one's going to be called on Petrakis.
They're going to get Tinker for his fourth.
Yes, it will be. Tinker picked up his fourth. You're correct.
And that stems from what he did on the offensive end. He got away with the chicken wing, cleared some space, and shot down here one possession ago. He does it again. The official was waiting for him to throw it.
Here comes the inbound. Komisoko back in the lineup. Hadn't been in there for a while. Dragons with a 1-point lead at 64-63 to the rack. Jacobs scores it in the N1. Nice job by Malik Jacobs. Freshman, 6'2", 175-pounder out of Wilmington, North Carolina, guard. Bull City Prep, same high school. The former high school All-American Kadeem Allen attended. By the way, Kadeem on a two-way contract now with the Knicks. Free throws up and missing, so he does not get the 30-point play. 66-63, Hutchinson on top of the Conquistadors with 11:27 to go. Glenn Grunwald, Darren Dunn, so glad to have you along tonight on the Blue Dragon Sports Network as well as the Eagle Media Network. It's a drive, jumper up, good. Shot up and good by Bryant. Tell you what, he only averages 3.4 a game, but he's got a good-looking shot.
16 points here tonight, 2 3-pointers to go with it.
Killeen, Texas, his hometown, way down by the border. Outside Jacobs. Inside out they go. The Blue Dragons, Jacobs shoots and misses. Rebound, Petrakis. Hutchinson backpedaling to get back defensively. Leaded by one is 66-65. Dodge City with an opportunity here, but we're inside of 11 minutes now. Here's Dixon. Dixon rolls to the right side. Over to Frios. He'll back in against Big Fred. Ball sails out of his hands. Ran down by Mitchell in the corner. And Hutchinson will have the basketball in a 1-point lead. 10.5 to go. Mitchell guns it on his way and hits it. DJ comes down and calmly puts a little 15-footer up and in. Makes it 68-65 Hutchinson. Clock moving in under 10:20 remaining. We owe you immediate timeout as soon as we get under 10. Ball on the outside. Petrakis, three ball. Won't go. Rebound, 5-4. Out of bounds it sails. Say last touched off of Hutchinson. So Dodge City will have the basketball and a fresh 30.
Odhiambo and Mitchell were in great position to get that rebound from Trey Hill, and it just fell in a spot that was out of the reach of both of them.
Here comes the inbound. Feed down low to Howard. Goes up, draws the foul. Singleton will pick up the personal, I believe. Could be on Mitchell, possibly.
We'll go against Singleton.
Nope, they got it on Mitchell. That'll be his second. Howard at the line to shoot the free throws. Takes his time, free throws up and missing.
Boy, five free throws in a row before that miss.
Every opportunity they have to get back on top. Hutchinson hanging on to that 3-point lead, a one-possession game with 10:09 to go.
Credit Howard, though. This play started with a nice drop step.
Free throws up and good. You're right. 2-point ball game, 68-66. Hutchinson has the basketball, 10:08 to go in the half. Singleton clear out by half court. Dixon comes over to him. Now Kamisoko outside to Giles. Ball on the outer perimeter. Singleton. Zone defense by Dodge. The three-pointer by Giles won't go. Big Fred goes up. Can't get it done. Out of bounds. Last touched off of Fred Odhiambo. It'll be Dodge City basketball. There's your media timeout. 9:45 remaining to go in the contest. Hutchinson up by 2, 68-66. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with more from Dodge City, Kansas right after this.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
Vehicles are getting pretty smart these days with semi-automatic control features that make driving easier. But riding an RCAT vehicle is easier yet. You don't have to do a thing. Just stand along the route, wave your hand at the driver, and hop on. RCAT is first come, first served general public transportation that travels throughout Hutchinson and South Hutchinson hourly, on weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 694-2913 for further information.
After the media timeout, Blue Dragons lead it by 2, but Dodge City basketball.
Down by 2 at the half, up by 2 now with 9:45 left. Raekwon Taylor on the bench with 4 fouls. Josh Perkins on the bench with 3.
Here's Dixon. Kamisoko right behind him. Dixon will bring it across the half court. Young man is out of Evansville, Indiana. They play a little basketball in Evansville, Indiana, all over Indiana. Ball on the outer perimeter. Across the top, there's Mincy. Kicks the corner right. Three-pointer's on its way. Good! A three-pointer in the corner by Bryant. Has given his team the lead at 69-68. Kid only comes in averaging right at 3.4 a game, and he's knocked down daggers tonight.
Has 3 3-pointers. He only averages 2.9 in conference.
Flash pass, trying to get it down low to Odhiambo. That can't get it done. Dixon comes up with it. Dodge will bring it up with 9:05 to go. Up by 1. Conquistadors. Look to the right side. It goes over to Mincy. Mincy knocked down a couple trays early on. Feet underneath the Howard basket. Good. 71-68, the 3-point lead for the Conquistadors. Nice feed inside to Howard. Sophomore out of Beaumont. Makes him pay. To drive down low underneath Singleton basket. Good in the end one. And you can see that as Bryant was right up on his shoulder. Bounced him in the head. Saquon at the line. A chance to tie here. Dragons down by 1, 71-70.
His second and 1 of the contest. And I'll continue to go back to it because it looked different in the first half, and now it's paying off in the second half. He has an uncanny ability to get his body and the ball to the basket.
Saquon Singleton hits the free throw, and we're tied up at 71 apiece. A great community college basketball game is broken out here at Dodge City. Out high now, Howard steps, kicks it outside. Dixon takes Bubakar inside, and Booby comes back out to guard him. We're talking about Kamisoko for the Blue Dragons. Outside, here's Dixon, spins away. Shot clock at 5. Quickly up to Howard. He'll gun it on his way and rims off no good. Saquon Singleton with a rebound. Long pass to Giles, stolen away. Foul called on Giles. Saquon tried to make something happen there, and Howard was banged into and will come down and shoot a one-on-one.
Saquon Singleton knows it. That's a rare mistake for him. Thought he had Giles streaking down the sideline and actually put Giles in kind of a bad position.
Saquon always comes up after ball games at home, says hi to Rusty and myself down on the table. Always very courteous. Free throw toss up and good by Howard. Breaks the tie, 72-71 now. Conquistadors with the lead. He'll shoot the second one. Free throw toss, no good. Rebound fought for, and Dragons come away with it. Hutchinson comes up with it. Kamisoko whips it over to Singleton. He nice inside, finds the seam, lays it up, not there. Rebound fought for, out of bounds it goes. It'll go over to Conquistadors. Blue Dragon fans wanted the basketball, did not get the call.
Yeah, it's the right call. Odhiambo went through the Conquistador underneath, and he was the last to touch it, even though the Dodge City player looked to be closer to the basketball.
Coffeyville all over Indy right now, 40-29. Coffeyville trailed early on, but right now started the second half, 11-point lead for the Ravens, who lead that side of the conference. There's a missed shot and a rebound cleared out by Odhiambo. He at least has double digits in rebounds, and a foul on the floor is going to be called. Blue Dragons will go to the foul stripe.
Odhiambo, the double-double for the night, has those 10 points to go with those rebounds.
Tune in tomorrow night. Again, I'll be up in Lawrence to bring you Salt Hawk women's basketball at the Free State Classic. Also, Dan and Rusty with Salt Hawk men's basketball, 7:30 on Friday night at the Salt Hawk Activity Center. Free throw toss is up and missing. Bubakar misses right there. Could have tied it up, and we go the other way. Now Dodge City with a 1-point lead and the basketball. Off the court. Dodge City. They'll back it up a little bit. That's Dixon. Dribble penetration right side. They go to Howard. He's had a good second half. Outside to Friels. Friels drives in, puts it up, and scores it. Tell you what, he's got a big body. He can work it inside. How many does he have tonight, Darren?
13 points for Friels.
All right, off his mark of 21.1, but that will get Raekwon Taylor up off the bench. He'll return with his 4 fouls. Giles gives it off to Singleton. Shot doesn't go. Ball knocked away out of bounds. They say it's off of Dodge City. Blue Dragons will have the ball with 6:42 to go, down by 3.
Dragons have been toying with the idea of sending Raekwon Taylor back in. Steve Eck was happy to get a few more minutes with him on the bench before now sending him back in with those 4 fouls.
Again, Hutchinson playing without the services of James Rojas, who hurt the elbow and shoulder. Hope to have him back next week as we travel to Barton a week from tonight. Giles down low. Raekwon squares up, shoots, and scores. Nice basket by Raekwon Taylor. 74-73. Conquistadors' lead is cut to 1.
How big is that to sit on the bench for 10 minutes of playing time, come out like you haven't been cold on the bench, and knock down a 15-footer?
6:16 to go. This one's going to go right down to the wire. The feed down low to Howard. Raekwon just about reached over. Howard takes him inside, lays it up, and scores it. 76-73. Conquistadors with the lead. 6:01 to go. Raekwon Taylor. Double team down high. Gets away from it. Drives in. Loops up a shot. It's not there. Out of bounds of Sales. Will be Conquistador basketball.
Have to give credit to Kevin Howard on the offensive end for Dodge City. The situational awareness to know to attack Raekwon Taylor.
Full 1 minute timeout going to be called by Steve Eck on the bench. We'll take a break. 5:53 to go in the contest. Second half of play. Hutch down by 3. Conquistadors have the ball with a 3-point lead. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Just as the Hutchinson Blue Dragons athletics are a tradition, so is the Anchor Inn in downtown Hutchinson. Whether you plan lunch or dinner or even take out for home, the Anchor Inn is a great family restaurant that you are sure to enjoy. Order off their great menu or take advantage of the Anchor Inn's awesome buffet. You'll make a great choice either way. The Anchor Inn is also a great spot to meet up with old friends and acquaintances because everyone goes to the Anchor. That's the Anchor Inn at 128 South Main in Hutchinson, proud supporters of Hutchinson Blue Dragon Athletics.
Next Tech Wireless has plans for every lifestyle, including our new and improved Advanced Pay Plan. Get the nationwide coverage and data you want without a commitment. Plans start at $30 per month, and you can get unlimited everything for as low as $35 per month. Activate a new Advanced Pay Plan and receive a free Moto G4 Play. Or receive your first month free when you purchase a new phone or bring your own phone. 'Tis the season for savings. Visit Next Tech Wireless today. Certain restrictions apply.
Well, here we go. Dodge City will inbound. Dragons going to put a little pressure on in the backcourt. Not make it as easy for them just to bring the ball up and get in their offense. Brown back in there for Hutchinson. There's a drive. A little looping shot doesn't go. And not a good choice for the shot by Mincy, maybe. And I'm sure Steve Tucker would like to have that one back. We go down the other way. And Giles scores it for the Blue Dragons. 76-75. Conquistador lead is cut to 1, Darren.
Giles quietly has 8.
Ball on the outer perimeter. That's Dixon. Rolls it to the right. The three-pointer by Friels from the corner, not there. And I'm not sure there's a hole is going to be called. This one will work against the Blue Dragons. I'm not sure that's what Coach Steve Tucker wanted from his big man for Friels, was the three from the corner right. He's only hit 2 three-pointers, but he hadn't only taken about 5. Now he is 2 out of, 7, I think, something like that. He's taken 3 tonight.
Yeah, he made one earlier in the game, so he thought, well, if Odhiambo is going to give me this space, I want to take another one just to see. Good box out for Chris Giles, other than the fact he got his hands behind him and held Howard. That's why Kevin Howard's at the line.
Yeah, free throws up and good by Howard.
He has 16.
He will shoot a second one. 77-75. Conquistadors with a 2-point lead. 5:19 to go. Free throw toss is up and good. 78-75. Hutchinson's been in this situation before. They trailed against Pratt, down by as many as 5 and 6 in the last couple minutes. Here's underneath the Fred Odhiambo. Nice speed from Bubakar Kamisoko. And Hutchinson pulls it within 1. It's 78-77. Odhiambo with a double-double tonight. Ball comes left side. A pretty nifty play right there. The long 3 by Mincy off his mark. Rebound cleared away by Dodge City, and then it's stolen away by Kamisoko. I'm not sure that Conquistador head coach that this is what he wants. The basket the other way by Odhiambo, and the Dragons have regained the lead at 79-78.
Back-to-back assists for Kamisoko. Back-to-back baskets for Big Fred.
Here's Dixon. On the outside, they'll drop it to Friels, baseline. Odhiambo on him. Friels backs in. Soft hook, left side, doesn't go. Odhiambo tries for the tip, can't get it done. Rebound cleared underneath by Howard. He'll put it up, not there. Put back by Friels is good. Hutchinson just could not get in and box out right there. They had the opportunities, but couldn't risk the foul. In the end, 1. 4:10 to go now. Dragons trail it again by 1, 80-79. Kamisoko, right side. Three-pointer up and missing by Brown. Rebound cleared underneath by Senegar. And here comes the Conquistadors. I'm really surprised by the shot selection by the Conquistadors. 2 trips before this, Darren.
Well, what you're seeing is those guys who don't score a lot, who are hot in the first half, struggling to hit shots now in the second half.
Feed down low underneath the Howard. He'll back in on Giles. Puts it up, can't get it done. Rebound fought for. Knocked out. Picked up by Friels. He'll go up, lay it up, and score it. Big basket right there. He put it up with his right hand on the left side of the glass. It's 82-79 now. The lead is 3 for the Conquistadors with 3:22 to go.
3 Blue Dragon defenders
to
Dodge
tie.
City came away with that rebound.
Kamisoko's shot doesn't go, but the rebound's cleared out there. Taken away by Fred Odhiambo. Here comes Dixon. Dixon drives it all the way down, loops up a shot, and scores it. 84-79, a 5-point lead for Dodge City with 3:03 to go. Steve Tucker wants the fans to get up. They're making noise. The timeout's going to be taken by the Blue Dragons. 2:59 to go. Hutchinson down by 5, but they do have the basketball right where they are the other night against Pratt. We will take a full 1-minute break. We'll be back with more basketball right here on Hutchinson's Country Station, KHUT, right after this.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager at Midwest Ford. And with the new year comes big savings on leftover models. How about a new 2018 Ford Edge for 25% off MSRP? That's $9,150 off. Or an all-new 2018 Expedition. That's new body style with a list of $57,488, sale price $46,980, and you get 0% for 60 months. Hurry out before they're gone at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
At Strategic Financial Concepts, we understand if income taxes continue to go up as they have for almost the last 30 years as per the IRS, you may need to adjust your spending habits so you don't run out of money. How much money are you going to give to the government in the form of income taxes over your lifetime? Let's have a cup of coffee and a conversation. Call me, Jay Pitzer, at 96-007-49. Securities offered through the ON Equity Sales Company, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through ON Investment Management Company.
Well, the Blue Dragons with the basketball. Got work to be done. Down by 5 with 2:52 to go now. Crowd's into it. Here the Blue Dragon driving underneath. Saquon Singleton basket. Good in the end one. That's a big one. Clock stopped with 2:43 to go. Pulls the Dragons within 3 at 84-81. Foul's going to be charged against Sinegar. That'll be his third.
Third and one of the contest for Saquon Singleton.
Quan's going to step up and get set here. Crepe toss is up and off, no good. First one he's missed for a while. And the lead remains at 3 for Dodge City, but they had the basketball. Safety milk a little clock here with 2:35 to go.
Singleton was 4 for 4 before that miss.
Here's Mincy. He's eager to take the shot, but likes to go off to Dixon. Now, Dixon's job as a quarterback for this Dodge City team would be to settle his team down. Kamisoko, here underneath they go. Frails misses it. Odhiambo comes down with it. Dragons with a chance here. Down by 3 with the basketball. Don't have to get a tray. Here's Raekwon Taylor. Kicks the corner right to Giles. Crosses over. Goes baseline. Puts it up. Scores it. Nice move by Giles. 84-83. The Conquistador lead now cut to 1. A 4-0 run by the Blue Dragons with 1:58 to go. Dixon with the ball on the outside. Rolls to the right side to the free throw line. Dixon dishes it off quickly to Mincy. Mincy back to Dixon. They'll reset at 9 on the shot clock. Dixon drives in. Kicks it left. Three-pointer by Bryant on his way. No good. Rebound. Friels underneath. He head face. Goes up and scores it. 86-83. Conquistadors with 1:28 to go. The side. Singleton spins away. Offensive foul on Singleton. That'll be his third. It came at the 1:20 mark. Substitution back in the ball game for Dodge City. Lawrence Bryant will check back
in. Keep in mind the one difference between this one and the Pratt game. Right now, DJ Mitchell on the bench.
Howard will inbound for the Conquistadors. Gets set. Flash pass comes in to Dixon. Pressure in the backcourt. Kamisoko tries to knock it away. Dixon will bring it across. 1:14 to go. The lead is 3. The three-pointer from outside doesn't go. Battle for the board. Blue Dragons come up with a rebound. Down by 3. One possession game. Hutch will bring it up. 1:03 to go. Kamisoko underneath, goes up, puts it up, doesn't get it, but the foul's called. So Blue Dragons will shoot free throws with 57 seconds remaining to go in the contest. Down by 3. 2 shots coming for Kamisoko.
He had options on that play. He set himself up well. He had Odhiambo setting the screen, rolling. He had him on the right side if he wanted it. Instead, opted to take it himself.
Free throws up and good by Kamisoko. Big free throw right there. 86-84. Trying to set the stage for a big-time win on the road. Kamisoko gets set, spins the ball. Free throw toss. Misses on it. Rebound's going to be cleared away by Friels. And with 54 ticks left on the clock, Dodge City with a 2-point lead in the basketball. 86-84, Dodge. There's a near steal. Dixon comes away with it. drives in, kicks it on the outside. Mincy, a three ball, rimming off, no good. Big battle underneath, coming up with the rebounds. Bryant, then taken away by the Blue Dragons. Raekwon Taylor comes up with it. Singleton, nice in, lays it up, scores it, we're tied. 86-86 all. 86-86 all, 24 ticks left to go on the clock. The shot clock is dark. Dodge City can play it for a last second shot. Fans on their feet. Dixon with the basketball between the circles. Coach Tucker looks, 12 seconds. Now it's down to 10. Dixon starts to make his move. He rolls to the left. He rolls to the right. He goes down low underneath, puts up a shot blocked by Kamisoko. Loose basketball. Bryant will get one off. Shot not there. We're going to overtime. We are going to go to overtime. 86-86 tie. And we'll do an extra period. We will take a 2-minute timeout. Blue Dragons 86, Conquistadors 86. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Your life is busy. Are you ready to open an account, apply for a loan, check your balances, make a transfer, deposit a check, pay bills? With electronic banking from the First, you can now take care of all your mini banking needs from the comfort of your home or office. Anytime, anywhere, 24/7. Visit fnbhutch.bank to get started. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has designed, built, and remodeled homes and commercial projects in central Kansas. Whether you're looking to replace a deck, wanting to build an addition, or remodel your kitchen, our customers receive individualized attention, quality craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service from start to finish.
Here we go. We'll start the overtime. Dodge City gets the tip. Blue Dragons fall back defensively. Ball on the outside is Bryant. Boy, did he ever get a big offensive board, but good job by Kamisoko to get the block, Darren, early on. There's a drive inside, shot not there. Odhiambo rips the boards down. Dragons will bring it up with 4.5 to go in the overtime. We're tied up at 86 apiece. Feed down low. Odhiambo pulls up, lobs it back outside. Singleton comes up and gets it. Now gives it off to Giles. Blue Dragons are going to spread it out a little bit. Giles drives in. Offensive foul on Chris Giles. Is there to take the charge was Dixon.
Just kind of sneaked his way right in front of Giles at the last second on his way to the basket.
Well, Dodge City students really into the ball game tonight. Give Hutchinson a lot of credit, though, to come from behind and get this game tied up to send it in the OT. I stand corrected, too. Colby and Seward matching up tonight. I thought that Seward had the night off. Not the case. Here's Friels. He draws down. He'll travel. You're exactly right. Got airborne, and Dragons got a hand on it and ends up turning the ball over.
Surprised he at least didn't try to flip the ball up there. He thought he had enough contact for the foul call.
Here we go the other way. Singleton. Angle dribbles underneath, puts it up and misses it. Rebound, Friels, flat-footed, comes away with the basketball. We're still locked up at 86 apiece. Hutchinson and Dodge City. Dodge led at halftime. The feed down low, basket good by Howard. Now they're starting to attack the rim like they did early on. Blue Dragons got to watch out because Raekwon Taylor with foul trouble. But yet, when you're in overtime, you just got to go. Right side, Giles. Bounce pass down low. They go Singleton, baseline right. Back outside to Giles. 3:20 to go in overtime. Down low underneath they go. Raekwon takes it down low. Shot does not go, but he draws a foul underneath. Take your pick, Friels or Howard. And it's going to be on Friels, I believe.
Yeah, his fourth. By the way, 2-3 look being put on by that Conquistador defense.
Raekwon Taylor at the stripe. Raekwon out of Jamaica, New York, just south of New York City. Free throw toss is up and good. Gives the Dragons a lead of 88-87.
He spent most of this game on the bench. Remember, he played less than 5 minutes in that first half of play. Playing here at OT with 4 fouls.
Conquistadors had the lead. I forgot about Howard's basket. 88-87. Conquistadors. Free throw toss is good. We're tied at 88. Tied at 88 with 3:17 to go in the overtime. Mincy across the timeline. Singleton comes out to defend on him. Ball goes out to Bryant. Over in front of the Dodge City bench. That's Dixon. Rolls to the right. Holds up. Bounce pass outside of Mincy. Mincy rolls to the right. Gets the ball screen. Gives it back to Dixon. Shot clock at 8. Dixon with 7. Will pop it on his way. The three-pointer does not go. To rebound cleared. Odhiambo comes up with it. Dragons give it off quickly. And up the court. Outside with the basketball. They'll feed it down low blocks. Down low, Odhiambo. Head fake. Goes up. Can't get it down. Put back up and good by Odhiambo, though. Got the second one to go.
18 points for Fred, a career high.
Hutchinson up by 2, 90-88. 2:24 to go. Big night for Odhiambo. Doing a great job there. Dribble penetration. Mincy. Loose one up. Crepe with the block, but a foul call before that one. Is it on Singleton? I believe it is.
Comes his 4th personal.
All right, at the line will be Mincy.
Great job by Raekwon Taylor immediately going down to the block to pat Saquon Singleton on the back and say, hey, it's okay. Both those guys with 4 fouls.
2:16 to go. Free throws up and good by Mincy. Pulls his Conquistadors within 1. Hutchinson 90, Conquistadors 89. Blue Dragons in overtime trying to pull one out here on the road to Dodge. Free throw toss is up and good. We're tied at 90 apiece. We ended regulation tied at 86 all. 2:14 to go. Blue Dragons will bring it up the court. Here's Singleton. He's had a tremendous night tonight. Right side, Kamisoko. Down low underneath, they go to Taylor. He'll spin underneath, gets way too far under. Giles pushes it out. Kamisoko has it. 11 on the shot clock. Taylor into the lane, goes up, blocked, foul called. Raekwon will go to the line. Opportunity to break this tie with 1:53 to go. Remember back in regulation there when Hutchinson trailed by 5, was able to find a way to get back. Second time in a row, they did it against against Pratt, and now they had to do it against Dodge again.
2:59 left, down 5 at 84-79 with 1:28 left, still down by 3. They did all of that, and they're playing all of this overtime so far with DJ Mitchell on the bench.
Raekwon Taylor at the line. Chance to break this tie. It's 90 apiece. 1:53 to go. Toss is good.
10 points now for Raekwon Taylor.
He's been fighting foul trouble all night long. Got in foul trouble in the first set for quite some time with 2 fouls. Came out and got 2 quick fouls in the second half. Free throw toss is up and good. Got them both. 92-90. Hutchinson with 1:53 to go.
Taylor 5 for 5 from the line tonight.
Mincy across the half court. Singleton picks him up a timeout taken by Steve Tucker and the Dodge City Conquistadors. We'll get a half minute in. 1:48 to go in the contest. Overtime at 92-90. Blue Dragons lead it. Conquistador basketball. We'll be back in a half minute.
Designed, built, and remodeled. Dragons have a lot in common. In addition to our logos both being blue, all 3 pharmacists at the Medicine Shop graduated from HCC. Rick Stone in 1984, Brent Bellman in 2001, and Lacey Stone in 2007. In fact, the Medicine Shop has employed over a dozen HCC students over the past 15 years who are now Kansas pharmacists. The Medicine Shop and the Blue Dragons working together as one team.
Reminds me of the Medicine Shop post-game wrap-up coming your way directly after this contest. Right now we're in overtime. Hutchinson enjoying a 2-point lead, 92-90, but the Conquistadors with the basketball. With a minute and 46 to go, Darren.
Ready for the good news, bad news?
Sure.
All right, bad news. When trailing at halftime, which the Blue Dragons did here tonight, this team is 1-3. But in overtime, this team is 2-0 on the season.
All right, sounds good. I always like the bad news first.
So I did that in the appropriate fashion for you?
It's when you hear but, something good news, but here comes the inbound. Ball comes into Friels right in front of the Dodge City bench. Now he hands the ball off to Dixon. Dixon, a definite quarterback at this club, and he's a good one. Ball on the outside, right wing. Dribble penetration by Mincy. Head fake, shoots it on his way, not there. Battle for the board, taken away by the Blue Dragons. Fred Odhiambo with another carom. Brigg brings it down. Dragons lead it by 2 and have the lead with a minute and 22 to go in overtime. Giles, right side to go to Kamisoko. He'll lob it down low underneath to Taylor. Taylor's jab steps, pulls back, pulls up. Going to take Howard inside. Pulls it up, shoots it on its way, and rims off. No good. Ball flies in, and a foul called underneath. And what's the foul going to be? It's going to be whistled on the Conquistadors, I believe. It will be Hutchinson shooting free throws with Giles at the line.
Mincy just picked up his 5th, battling on the inside against Giles. Well, I had him for 5. They may not have him for 5.
They've got him down for 4. So Mincy will pick up his 4th. A quick timeout called as the head coach, Steve Tucker of Dodge City, calls the timeout with a minute and 8. We're going to keep it here as they will chat things over right there. We're going to set the stage for you. Coming up on Saturday night, more Blue Dragon action coming your way from the sports arena as it is Colby coming in to the sports arena to take on the Blue Dragons. Colby, this will be Hall of Fame night, by the way, and also it is the annual Chili and Pie Night. That'll be starting at 4:45, and it'll be held over at the gym number 3. It'll be run from 4:45 till 7 o'clock. Proceeds go to the Hutchinson Athletic Department for some great chili and some fantastic pie. If you want to make a pie, give Julie a call, 665-3531. Also, February 2nd will be Pink Out Night, sponsored by Midwest Ford and Toyota. And the Reno County Cancer Council annual Pink Out Night will be coming up on the 2nd of February. Free throw toss here by Giles is up and good. The Dragons enjoy a 3-point lead, 93-90, with a minute and 8 to go. We'll shoot a second one. This toss is up and good. Got that one down. 4-point Hutchinson lead with a minute and 8 to go. Okay. Ball comes in. Full court pressure. And Dodge will get it across. Mincy with the basketball. Out front to Dixon. He'll roll right off the pick. A little layup, not there. Friels with a putback basket. It won't go. And a rebound. Dragons come up with it. Kamisoko comes out with it. Friels will dump it off. They'll give it over quickly and down and hurt is Dixon at the other end. They'll stop play as Dixon down, and the trainer immediately comes out to check on him with 45.1 to go. And they're going to send the players to the bench as they're going to check with Dixon. He might be cramping, and it does look like a leg cramp. So they'll substitute in for him, and checking in will be Trey Hill. Will check into the lineup as they continue to treat Dixon over there. I didn't see him go down. You did, Darren.
He got his feet a little bit mixed up. You're going on the right side of the basket. You like to have that right leg in the air, but he was going into a couple of defenders, so he had to go up with the wrong leg. And as he did that with the contact created that situation where he tweaked it, and I think you're right. I think it was a hamstring or a cramp.
A little cramp. Blue Dragons will unbound. Tyler Brown will do the honors. 45.1 to go. Hutchinson up by 4. Conquistadors can ill afford for the Blue Dragons to get a score here. As a matter of fact, Dodge, you might watch. They might have to foul and foul quickly. Ball on the outside with the basketball will be the Blue Dragons' DJ Mitchell, who's back in there. Mitchell pulls it back. That's because he's a pretty darn good free throw shooter. He'll angle, dribble to the right, takes it down low, draws the foul. This is going to be called on the Conquistadors with 29.3 to go. Here comes Fred Odhiambo back into the Blue Dragon lineup, and Singleton back in as well.
This is the first time we've seen DJ Mitchell now into the game since about 3 minutes left in regulation. Remember, he was the one who took over against Pratt. Big time decision to put him in now because he's this team's best free throw shooter.
He's the best free throw shooter at the line to shoot the free throw. Here comes the toss. It's up and good. 5-point Dragon lead, 95-90. Is it enough with 29.3 to go? Odhiambo takes Brown's place in the lineup. Fred Odhiambo has had a career night tonight. Double-double. And really good scoring as well. Did you say 18 earlier on, I believe?
18, that's the career high, and unofficially he has tied his career high in rebounds tonight.
Free throw toss is up and good by DJ Brown. The Dragons lead it by 6, and a timeout's going to be taken. Or is just substitution? It's substitution. So Dodge City will inbound. DJ Mitchell checks out. Here quickly to bring it up the court. Here comes Hill. And a foul called on Kamisoko. Or timeout before that. Timeout's going to be taken. We'll get a break in. 25 ticks left to go on the clock. Hutchinson leads it 96-90. Dodge City basketball will be back in 30 seconds.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has designed, built, and remodeled homes and commercial projects in central Kansas. Whether you're looking to replace a deck, wanting to build an addition, or remodel your kitchen, our customers receive individualized attention, quality craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service from start to finish. Erickson Custom Building offers new construction and remodeling services in addition to commercial and insurance projects. Visit our website today at ericksoncustombldg.com.
25 ticks left to go in the game. We're in overtime. 96-90. Hutchinson on top. Dodge all but had this one. Blue Dragons were able to push it to overtime, and now Hutchinson in a great opportunity with 25 ticks left on the clock to go to 17-3 and get out of Dodge with a win.
As the Blue Dragons have pulled ahead here in overtime, you can see the difference in composure. It really shifted. Blue Dragons in complete control. Dodge City, at least the last couple of trips down, not looking like it knows what it's doing on offense.
All right, here comes the inbound. Dodge gets it in and get it in the hands of Tinker, who's back in there. He'll drive down, lay it up. Ball blocked, no good. And a rebound clear by Odhiambo. He got the block, and then a quick foul by Friels. If it's on Friels, that's his 5th. And it comes with 19.5 to go in overtime. And he did just foul out. So Friels will foul out of the contest at the 19.5 mark. It'll send down Fred Odhiambo, who has had a career night at the foul stripe, to give the Dragons a 7-point lead, maybe 8 if he can hit both free throws.
This adds to his career night as well, his most attempts from the line in a game.
Big Fred gets set. Free throw toss is up and rims out, no good. Came out on him. He'll get a second one. Takes his time. Here comes the toss. Free throw toss is up. No good. Rebound cleared out by Howard. 6-point ball game, 2 possessions. 16 seconds to go. They'll kick it right. The three-pointer from the outer perimeter is up and off. No good. Odhiambo had a rebound, got whopped across the nose. It'll be Blue Dragon basketball, though. It went off of Conquistadors out of bounds. Here comes DJ Mitchell and Brown in the ball game. Saquon will take a seat. So will Fred Odhiambo.
So you bring in your 2 best free throw shooters and make sure one of them gets the ball here.
Here we come on the inbound. Blue Dragons will bring it up. Brown, foul from behind. Tyler Brown will go down and shoot free throws as the foul was committed by Senegar. And Hutchinson's going to win this one. 7.7 seconds to go. Blue Dragons lead it by 6. And Tyler Brown to shoot free throws. This has been a hard-fought ball game. Dragon Ladies won 65-35. Free throw toss is up and good by Tyler Brown. And a timeout's going to be taken. I'm going to use it to set the stage for this next few days. I'll be up with the Salt Hawk girls up in Lawrence. And also that'll be coming up a 6 o'clock tip against the Free State team. And then win or lose, we'll see where they go in the bracket. And we will also have Salt Hawk boys basketball Friday night from the Salt Hawk Activity Center's Goddard Eisenhower boys will come over. Dan Nacarano will join Rusty Hills for that Colby game because of my commitment up in Lawrence. Just got a text that Big Fred has been sick with the cold. Steve said he had the flu, but been sick with the cold. But isn't it funny how you play your best ball games when you're a little under the weather?
Well, you think about the flu game for Michael Jordan. Obviously, that has to come up. The only thing I've seen in the second half, given all these great stats from Fred Odhiambo, he's had a little bit of trouble controlling some of those rebounds. He's at about the 16-17 mark. could easily be up in the 20 range had a few not gotten away from him.
Brown hit the free throw, makes it 98-90, a 9-point lead for the Blue Dragons. Tinker drives all the way down, can't score it. Rebound cleared out there by DJ Mitchell, and that's going to do it. Your final score from Dodge City. Blue Dragons 98, the Dodge City Conquistadors 90 in overtime. Hutchinson comes out with a big win, and the Dragon men will be a happy bunch of campers as they head back to Hutchinson. Colby comes in on Saturday night. Need a big crowd. Pie night as well as chili night. Don't forget about the Hall of Fame induction as well. And a great win right here on the road against a very talented Dodge City team. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, add up on the numbers. Blue Dragons win it 98-90.